work, in seeking, in screening, in knowing, in treating, in dedication, determination, and we're getting through this, whatever it takes. In bravery, in breakthroughs, in beating the odds. Believe in a cancer-free future for all of Kentucky. Believe in Markey.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Same MRI, same CT scan. Same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing.
For the past 60 years, CAP has addressed critical needs like poverty and hunger and impacted the lives of more than 1.5 million people in the Appalachian region. This past week, LCA collected non-perishable food items for the annual CAP Hunger Walk, and students at both LCA campuses participated in the walk. A heartfelt thank you to Mike, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics and to the entire LCA community for supporting the CAP mission. Before we begin, please bow your heads for our pre-game prayer led by Chaplain Keith Galloway.
Please pray with me. Our Father, thank you for this beautiful night, this opportunity for us to get together, to see and witness your children play and perform to their best of their ability. Lord, to honor you with their gifts and talents. Lord, we ask that you would watch over them, keep them safe, free from injury, free from error. Lord, we thank you for those that are singing, those that are refereeing, those that are coaching, that great decisions will be made all throughout the night. Lord, we thank you for two schools that represent you with their education. Lord, help us to not just read it and study it, but help us to apply it and do it. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And now, in honor of all the men and women defending our freedom, please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag for the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the LCA choir members. And now here are the officials for tonight's game. The referee is Doug Rohr. The umpires, Jordan Barron. Head linesman,
so
Don
proud
Yates.
over here.
Line judge, Brian Flink. Side judge, Austin Ola. Field judge, Jared Gibbons. And the back judge, Evan Duke.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lexington Christian tonight as the Eagles take on the Knights of Lexington Catholic. It's a great rivalry game here tonight. You got the KYT Substation 27-3 BLK, and you got Press Ben, Mike, me, and with me, the coach. And Coach, we expect a good game because every time we do these two teams, it's a good game.
Well, there's one thing I know for sure, Gary. This showdown is going to be biblical.
In what sense?
They're both Christian schools.
Exactly. It's Lexington Catholic. They're coming in with a 3-1 record. Coach, their only loss this year was to Ballard opening up the season. And LCA, all they've done in the last 3 games is to lose to 3 teams, Boyle County, Franklin County, and another team that probably win the state championship, Cal.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Cal this year, and all 3 of those teams are superb. So both of these teams are going to have a really good game plan because both of these defenses can play.
Oakley Watkins is the head coach of LCA. Head coach of Lexington Catholic is David Clark, and I think all in all, David Clark's done a really good job, and Oakley Watkins has been here for quite a while, Coach.
Yeah, see, that's a complete difference. Oakley Watkins has been an assistant coach for about 10 years, and he steps in, knows the program, knows the system, etc., whereas David, he's brand new.
LCA won the toss, and they will defer to the second half, so Catholic will get the football. We'll step out when we come back after this timeout on the Minky Beef Jerky Game of the Week, brought to you by UK Sports Medicine. It'll be the Knights going up against the Eagles on PretSpin.com.
It is a carnival out there.
It really is.
There are thousands of people tailgating and crowding the parking lots. It's amazing.
Big crowd in here tonight at Lexington Christian as they battle Lexington Catholic. And you got both deep man Eli Gann and fair ball back deep. Has set to kick off, and with Coach Mike being on Gary Ball, this game is set to get underway. Here is the kick to the near side of the 10-yard line. Eli Gann brings it out to the 20. He's at the 25, breaking a tackle, and he's knocked in right there at the 26-yard line. Knocked in right there, getting 84.
Logan Mays on the tackle.
Logan Mays with the stop. He'll be one of the men up front on the defensive line. Jackson Ramsey, Jamie Lee Patterson will play back there. And also, you look Conrad Hart, Max Darden, who's back from the injury, Coach.
Yeah, he's a big weapon for sure. This is going to be a really good test.
So here's Brady Wasik, the quarterback for Lexington Catholic. Turns to both sides. Sends it back in the backfield. He starts out instruction with behind him with Jack Letty. Letty goes in motion. Wasik passes out the near side. Eli Gann at the 30. 34-yard line. Picked up about 8 yards. And coming up to get him, that was Colin Hensley coming up to get him. Looking at the secondary, they got Thomas Sizemore, Bodie Darling, Jeremiah Burt, Colin Hensley made that last play, Matt Whalen, Sam McPherson. Take a look at the offense for Catholic throughout this game. Twins to both sides. Wasik sends Gann in motion. Gives the Gann on the sweep around the right side. Gann trying to get the corner, and he will not get the corner. Good play. I think that was Sizemore, Coach, or was it? It was Thomas Sizemore making a great play.
Yeah, and they ran a little zone look. It was a zone blocking. When we talk about zone blocking, people, we talk about how the offensive line reaches to the right or to the left. It looks like a sweep. It's made to go outside or cut in over the tackle gap, but they like to run that zone look.
3rd and short for Wasik. Triple receivers to the far side, single to the left. One lone back in the backfield with Wasik. Wasik takes a snap, tosses around again. He is going to be upended at the line of scrimmage, and coming over to get him is Jamie Lee Patterson, number 19.
We're going to call his name an awful lot. I think
Fired up, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Miller was out there on the block. Let's see.
That was Jamie Lee making a play.
Yes.
And you're right that Jeremiah Burbridge was blocked down, and we're going to have a punt here. So Lexington Christian, I think, is going to stop Catholic on the first drive, and they'll receive the football.
4th and short. We were watching we did the Boyle kind of game. Boyle kind of went for it on 4th down in the middle of the field like 3 times.
J.J. White is back deep to punt at about the 24-yard line for Catholic. High snap. White gets it off. Pretty good punt. Driving the return man back deep to the 10-yard line. Inside the 10, he's going to have to dive on it. That's Tyler King at about the 8-yard line, Coach.
That's a fine punt and an excellent job of getting on the ball, not trying to pick it up. When those defensive players on the kicking team are coming down to make a tackle, you don't want to try to pick it up and mess around.
57-yard punt, Coach.
That's amazing.
Big-time punt.
Love it.
By J.J. White. Now the offense for Christian led by Nash Whalen, the quarterback. There he comes in. He's got Devin Hood in the backfield, Tyler King, Pearson at receiver. Paxton Gray plays a lot. Who's in the backfield with him now? That's Devin Hood to the right. Wideouts both sides. Nash Whalen from the 8-yard line takes a snap, rolls right, throws it, and incomplete to Tyler King at the 15-yard line. Threw it high, Coach.
Yeah, he short-armed it. What happens when the quarterback, he got a little excited when he got out there with a wide-open receiver. He short-stepped, and when you short-step, the ball leaves your hand early, and it goes high.
So the athlete, Devin Hood, checks out. They're coming in the ball game now for Lexington Christian. Dawson Farmer is split out to the left. Nash Whalen takes a snap, goes right side, hit hard and dropped. And he's hit hard and dropped right there. And coming up to get him, Coach, that was 44. I believe that's Schlarman. Ben Schlarman, yeah, wearing 44 tonight.
Yeah, and playing on the outside on the corner, and nobody blocked him. Left him wide open. 52, Brady Adams, the right tackle, had a good block on someone, but, you know, I'll tell you what, and I worked with quarterbacks for years. That's a quarterback's responsibility to see what's going on out there. If there's nobody to block that edge, you've got to figure out something.
Penalty would take it back to the 5-yard line. It's going to be unsportsmanlike, I believe. That 3rd down for Lexington Christian, Coach.
With this super strong defense that Lexington Catholic has, it's a tough situation to be backed up on the 5-yard line, Gary. You know that as well as I do. They've played super defense all year.
It's going to be 3rd down for Lexington Christian and Nash Whalen. He's got Hood to his left, back in the pocket to pass, looking downfield, throws it in the middle, and it's almost picked off. Gant almost got it on the tip drill.
Yeah,
they teach you to tip it, and he's shaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
It looked like Roof or Schlarman got a handle. Let's look like that again, Coach. Describe that.
Maybe he got touched, but the interception's already made, but almost made, but he looked like he sprained his knee on it. He twisted his leg a little bit when he went down.
Brings up 4th down. 9:27 to go in the first quarter on the Mingy Beach Turkey Game of the Week.
Gary, we've been looking forward to this game for a long time. We like coming here. We enjoy the game. I coached here at LCA for 4 years. Paul Raines was the head coach at the time. He's back as an assistant on Lexington Christian's sideline. David Clark's got a whole new staff. He's just a super football game.
You know, still on the staff is Doug Charles. He's a great guy. He's always been very nice to us at Prep Spin.
Yeah, he was the head coach there, and super guy, super job.
Brings up 4th and about 14. Hester will punt it. The snapper is Will Hester, his brother.
Well, then we can expect a good snap. They've had enough practice. I was a punter, Gary, and in high school, and I'll tell you something. When you're back there in the end zone with your heels on the back line, that is nerve-wracking. One little step backward, it's a safety.
Conrad Hart is, along with Jamie Patterson, they're the safety valve right there for LCA. There's the snap. Hester gets a punt off from the end zone. It comes out to about the 43 and dived on right there by Woodall. And that's where Catholic will have it. They have a much better field position this time they did the last series, Coach.
They did, and this is going to be one of those back and forth games. We mentioned before, you and I were talking about it in the nice time, peaceful time before the game, and we talked about the kicking game, how both of these teams have good kickers.
They really do. And, you know, White can really boot the ball. We've seen him kick field goals for Catholic, and Hester's really good for Christian as well. 1st and 10 from the 43. Full house backfield for Brady Wasick. Takes a snap, fakes, throws it right. It's caught over there and out there down to the 35-yard line. And the catch was made by Harrison Ledridge.
Yeah, that was a really good throw and catch, but I'm going to tell you something. That was an RPO. People look for RPOs. The RPO, the quarterback's reading whether to give the ball on a run or throw it. If you watch the guard and the tackle on each side pulled to the left, the run was supposed to go left. Quarterback saw a really good opening on the right, threw the football.
Ledridge with the catch. Wasick pick up of 7 to be 2nd and 3 for the Knights. Wasick sends motion to the near side, a flag down, and it's going to be procedure against Catholic.
Yeah, a little movement going on there before the ball was snapped. They were excited.
No score here early on, 8:40 to go in the first quarter on the game of the week, and this really is the game of the state of Kentucky. They talk about Covington Catholic and Beechwood up in northern Kentucky. I think this game is just as big.
Just as big, no question.
So they lose 5 yards back to the 40. Wasick with twin receivers, got triple receiver to the left, throws it out there, and it's high, and can't haul it down out there is Gauntz, Duncan Gauntz.
Yeah, Wasick let that one go too high. He stepped into it. I think he kind of hesitated for a second there. It looked like the coverage was pretty good out there. Now he's just got to grip it and rip it, man. Let it fly.
3rd and 7. They've got to get down to the 33 for first down. Brady Wasick, senior quarterback, drops back in the pocket, looks up, throws a release. The pass, and good catch by Gauntz at the 30-yard line. What a catch by Gauntz. He made up for that high pass. He couldn't come down with it. He came down with that one, Coach.
Yeah, and he knew he was going to get hit too, but he grabbed it and went to the ground. Watch. Boom. He knew number 1 was coming up behind him there.
Yeah, that's Tyler King making the play, but not before the catch was made and a first down to the 29-yard line. 8:04 to go, 8:03 in the first quarter. Brady Wasick, draw play over to the right side, cuts it back to the 25-yard line, and Whalen gets him. Also, Bodie Darlin helped out.
Yeah, that was a nice job too on a called run play. They pulled the guard on the backside, and he led through the hole. Jacob Dudek was the guy pulling on the block.
We've called Dudek's name a lot this year, Coach.
Yes.
He's a really good player, offense and defense. Wasick back to pass, throws it over the middle. It's caught. That's going to be a touchdown for Gauntz. What a pass and a look to Gauntz by Brady Wasick right down the middle.
Now that's when Brady Wasick's at his best. When he gets those post patterns, he knows that the receiver is going to run between the safety. Watch this. And he just zips it right in there. Looks to the right. Bam, he comes across. Did you notice how he looks to the right? He freezes the safety to the right, throws right in front of him on a post pattern. Excellent quarterback play.
So White, a left-footed kicker, comes in out of the hole. The young man who just caught the touchdown pass. Gauntz, he comes in and holds on the extra points. And Lasardi snaps it back, and it's up and good. 7-0. Lex Cath takes an early lead over Lexington Christian. 7:24 to go on the Mingy Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We're back here, Lexington Christian, Lexington Catholic marching down. They only had 43 yards to go. That's what I said, Coach. Not much territory to go. And then Wasik dropped back and found the slant pattern to Gaunt over the middle for the touchdown pass.
Yeah, that was a really good play by both Gaunt and Wasik and the offensive line. But they had really good field position because they played great defense as usual and got the punt.
The defense is a calling card for the Knights this year. The defense is lights out. That's how they beat Boyle County. They had Boyle County down 17-0 at halftime, Coach.
Yeah, they're hitters and their technique is sound.
Kick coming from White, and it's going to be out of bounds, so they'll bring it up to the 35-yard line.
Official threw the flag because an out of bounds kick. They get a choice whether they want to make them kick it again or take it on the 35. Most teams take it on the 35.
I would, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Lexington Catholic has the early lead, 7-0 on a Wasik to Gons pass over the middle. Duncan Gons has become a big weapon for the Knights, as has Ledridge. And also, I tell you who else was a big target last week was Jonathan Harper.
Yes. Yeah, Harper was really tough.
40-yard touchdown catch.
Gary, I'm going to do a little bit more this game, concentrating on the offensive line. They don't get much credit for what they do, both of these teams.
Nash waiting with triple receivers out to the left. Back to pass. Throws it over the middle, and it's broken up. Nice job there defensively, Coach. And that was Ethan Bradford breaking that pass up.
Yeah, he got right there in front of the ball. The ball probably shouldn't have been thrown in that little area there. Looks like we have another penalty, though.
It's going to be against the Knights. Pass interference. That's a break for LCA. 7-0. This is the game of the week on the Mingy Beef Jerky. Game of the week with UK Sports Medicine, Sutherland Chevrolet, Whitaker Bank, all proud sponsors. Look at that. What do we call that thing, Coach? Rotation. The average carousel of advertising. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it is a super idea.
Carousel. Hallway feeds. So they get the first down back on the penalty up at midfield. Whalen waiting for the snap. Comes back to him. He gives into the gut. Running and losing a football. Catholic came up with it. And it's recovered right there by 22. Pounces on it there. And that's going to be Mashney, Isaiah Mashney.
Well, they're having a little discussion.
They're saying he was, I think they might say he was stopped.
Yeah, they're saying his knee was down, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll have to take a look at it.
If that's the case, they're going to say a fumble. Catholic will get it. Fumble.
We're getting a good look here. Oh, it's definite fumble.
Yeah.
Nice job of coming up from behind and making a tackle on the chest. One person had him held. Well, Catholic's starting out a good field position again.
Yeah, in LCA territory at the 49-yard line. Fumble recovery by Mashney.
There it is. Yeah.
Hood just dropped the ball as he was going down. Fumbled. Triple receivers to the top. Wasik gives to Wedding. Down to the 35-yard line. Jamie Lee Patterson and company come over to knock him down right there, and also helping out Conrad Hart and Mac Darland.
I think Wedding was the one that made the hit to knock the fumble loose too on that play. He plays both ways, defense, offense, probably everything.
6:50 to go in the first quarter. UK Healthcare, Roberts Insurance, Joe and John Roberts. 7-0 Catholic. Give the runner over right, tripped up, at the 43-yard line. There to get him and trip him up, Coach, was Thomas Sizemore.
That was another job, a good job of blocking by Montgomery on the right side and Brody Adams on the right side.
Eric Smith was a ball carrier. He was tripped up. Now they bring Wedding back in there.
My fault.
3rd down and 3.
That was
Wasik with Wedding to the left. Wasik motion now by Smith. Gets a handoff, jet sweep, left side, and hit at the 40-yard line. Knocked down right there, and that's a nice play. Nice play turned in by Lexington Christian, and that was Bodie Darlin, the sophomore linebacker, Rover linebacker.
brother of Matt Darlin.
Not before he got the first down, Coach.
That was I made a mistake earlier. The guard and tackle on the right side is Schlarman and Preston Rogers.
It's going to be Osting this time, I believe. He's going to be the tackle, Mac Osting, in there for Schlarman.
Oh, nice block.
Fake and rolling to the left to the 30-yard line. Tripped up at the 26-yard line, and hustling over to make the play there was Tyler King.
You're right. Nice cut. Nice. Pinned him on the sideline over there. There was nowhere to go. Tyler King did a good job of making sure he made that tackle.
5:08 to go, first quarter. 7-0. Lexington Catholic leading and on the march.
The Knights are very methodical with their march.
Wedding to the right, Smith to the left. Fakes to Smith, looks to pass it. It's caught and down to the 10-yard line. That's going to be Flugner, Ashton Flugner.
Pfluger's an excellent athlete. We've called his name many times this year. Watch the guard pulls 59. Here's the thing. I don't know if we have time to talk about this, but when they're running these RPOs, Gary, the linemen are blocking run, but the quarterback reads a pass. So what happens is when the quarterback reads a pass and the linemen are blocking run, the guard pulled and he was downfield a good 5 yards. So that could have been a penalty for an eligible receiver downfield.
1st and 10 for Wasik. And there's going to be a time called. As in there's a big guy, Jack White was in there. Timeout on the field. 7-0 Catholic on top. We'll be back to the Minky Beef Jerky Game of the Week, brought to you by UK Sports Medicine. Good game here tonight, 7-0, Lexington Catholic. All right. Can you do anything about the echo? Seven 7-0 Catholic. They're 1st and 10 at the 11, Coach. Moving the ball. Wasik is engineering the offense for Lexington Catholic. He's doing it very effective.
All right, he just made a signal to the slot back on the right side. I didn't see who it was, but there's something going on here.
He's got Jack White and Ozinski in there to block for him. Does Wasik waiting for the snap. Takes the snap, back to pass. He's in trouble, and what a play. Nice play turned in there, Coach, and that was Mays, Logan Mays, 84.
Logan Mays did a superb job coming across and making that tackle. Wasik was looking for that receiver going across the field. He put the slot in motion, and then he was going to swing him down the sideline, but excellent job of coverage.
Coming up at halftime, we got the Mike Meehan UFOs. Looking forward to that.
Always. Jeremiah Burbage has got a tough job out there.
He's had a tough night already, first quarter. 7-0 Catholic. Wasik sends Smith. 7-yard line. That's Wedding. Jack Wedding with the catch and down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, I think.
Is there a flag down, Coach?
I didn't see one, but I saw a push.
Yeah, we're having trouble seeing the flags tonight. We're going to pick it up. Pick it up.
Okay, good. Good.
That was a good job by Wedding to get that down to the 7-yard line. 7-0. Catholic on top on a Wasik to Gaunt's touchdown pass. Duncan Gaunt's.
They're quite a combination, to tell you the truth. They Wasik likes to throw to Gaunt. Of course, he's got a lot of receivers he can throw to.
Yeah, Smith's out to the far side. Out to the near, he's got Wedding in the backfield with him. Ozinski's the tight end. Fakes, back to pass, throws it, and touchdown! As it goes to Ozinski. 7-yard touchdown strike.
Yeah, that was a nice job. I like to see that one again. The way they released those receivers against that defense. Looks like they're playing a little man out there. Bam. Nice throw again. Nice throw.
Ozinski wide open. I don't know how. He's in between 3 defenders, Coach.
But a lot of zip by Wasik, I'll tell you.
So Catholic leads by 13, and J.J. White comes to try to put him up. Lasardi will snap. Back to Gauntz. Try to make it 14-0. And it's going to be blocked by LCA, so it's blocked. Lexington Catholic 13, LCA nothing. 3:06 to go in the first. We'll be back on the Minky Beef Jerky Game of the Week, brought to you by UK Sports Medicine. I had to unplug that. I got a bad echo.
Don't talk to mute you.
Whalen goes over to King. He takes it up to the 39-yard line.
Well, Lexington Christian's got a job to do here. They've got to figure out a way to penetrate that defense by the Knights, and not very many teams have done that this year.
At the 39-yard line, Nash Whalen's got triple receivers out to the left. He's going to roll to the right, up to the 45. He's got some running room, midfield, and tripped up right there by Ozinski at midfield.
I tell you what, Ozinski, he might be one of my favorite players, Gary. He's so aggressive and plays the game seriously now. I think he's one of those guys that really, really plays the game tough.
Ozinski and Jack White, the edge rushers, are outstanding with that middle linebacker, Wasik, in the middle. There's 13 sacks between those guys.
Yeah, and we'll watch a little bit of how those defensive linemen play there too, because
Whalen back to pass. Deep throw down the right side, incomplete, and there's interference called on Smith as King was ran to the ground, and that's going to be interference.
Right. Nice throw, actually, down the sideline, but you're right. Yeah, definitely interference. So that'll be an advantage for the Lexington Christian.
The Eagles need a touchdown badly, Coach, down by 2 touchdowns. I tell you what, with this defense of Lexington Catholic, you don't want to get too far behind, Coach.
No, and you've got to find a key. You've got to find something, some weakness. Now, they don't have a whole lot of pass rush until they get really hungry on 3rd and longs. Normally, they just kind of hold the offensive linemen up and let those linebackers do all the work.
Full house backfield, gives to Hood, 30, 25, and good run by Hood down to the 24-yard line. White made the stop on him.
Yeah, White is
Isaiah Mashney, 22, made the stop. Excuse me.
Yeah, Mashney is one of the better defensive players on this team, and he's very quiet. He always gets the job done. I like the way they cover from sideline to sideline with all these players.
13-0. Catholic on top. Triple receivers out to the left. Jamie Lee Patterson in the backfield to block. He gets a hit on the right side. Whalen down to the 15. That play was made by number 19, Jamie Lee Patterson. Watch him on the right side. He clears it for Whalen.
Yeah, good blocking. Let's see.
See it?
Oh, yeah.
Cleared it out. Just blocked Smith out of the way there. That's a good block by Jamie Lee Patterson.
Yeah, nice job by the whole offensive team. Lexington Catholic is stubborn. They're in that 3-man defensive line they were on those plays.
They got Dudek, White, and Hozinski, and then you got Wedding and Wasik at linebackers. Whalen sends King in motion, fakes it to him, round the right side, cuts it up to 10, down to the 5-yard line. Good run by Whalen. Almost made it a 1-touchdown game. He stopped there by Jack White.
Yeah, we're getting down almost 1 minute to go in the first quarter. That's a first down, so it looks to me like, they're driving the football, doing the job running the ball.
Yeah, well, Whalen's our leading rusher with 300-plus yards and 400 yards passing. Also has 6 touchdowns rushing, Coach.
Yeah, he's a load. Whalen is sophomore, 6 foot, 180.
Full house backfield. Give to Hood. Right side hit hard at the 5-yard line, and that's Hozinski.
Of course it is. Of course it is. He has a nose for the football. He finds those gaps. I'm telling you, that defensive line, their job is to fill those gaps, occupy those linemen, and let those linebackers roll. And boy, they can do it.
We want to break at the end
They're
of the quarter.
just really, really good.
Yeah. 14 seconds in the quarter. Nash Whalen, quarterback, takes a snap, goes right, and does it get in? He got the pylon, and are they going to signal touchdown?
Yes, touchdown.
No signal by the back judge.
Side judge called it.
Side judge called it touchdown. There was no signal by the judge right there on top of the pylon.
No, back judge right away the side judge makes the call.
Touchdown by Whalen.
Yeah, the side judge was getting away from the action there. He didn't want to get run over, but he was back there making the call.
13-6. Hester, the kick up, and it's going to be good. Well, LCA's cut the lead in half. Lexington Catholic 13, LCA 7. 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll keep it right here. Coach, tell the fans what's going on so far.
Well, so far we've had a field position game as far as I'm concerned, and you called it. When you see the defense get fumbles and they get the ball close, closer than normal, then punts do a thing. The defense on the corners. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
13-7. Yes, Catholic look good on that drive.
We got 2 seconds, so kick the ball.
King.
Are they going to kick the ball to the receiver, let him catch the ball, or are they going to? These kickers are very, very capable of kicking in the end zone. So,
John Neal is our producer back at WKYT. Thanks to John. Thanks to King of Stream here at the field. Look at that beautiful shot.
Beautiful sky. Awesome Catholic Student Center over there.
Student crowd, you're right. Student Center is very well occupied tonight. Here's Hester into the football to kick it off, and there's a kick. Going to be a short kick. Bounces out around the 20, picked up, and taken by Gauntz. Gauntz tripped up. Jamie Lee Patterson got him. Look at Jamie Lee. He's fired up, isn't he?
He is fired up.
That's about the third or fourth stop he's made tonight, Coach. First quarter. First quarter comes to a close. 13-7, Lexington Catholic. We'll be back here at the LCA with Coach Mike Mann and William Warfield, the King of Stream. Gary Ball, 13-7, Lex Cath. Welcome back to LCA, Lexington Catholic, and LCA Catholic will get the ball at the 25-yard line. Wasik at the 25. Wasik with Wedding behind him. Gives the Wedding, goes forward to the 28-yard line.
Wedding was leaning a little bit. Yeah, we have a lot of people listening. I'm going to give a special hello, a shout out to the BVSC guys down at the lake watching this game.
Shout out to the Lynch family watching tonight. Missy and Ed Lynch, everybody celebrating their grandson Keegan's 3rd birthday with proud parents Colin and Devin. Also, I want to give a shout out to everyone at the Oktoberfest at Christ the King and number one volunteer Matt Post, the Spindletop general manager. They're all watching over at the Oktoberfest, Coach.
Oh, and having a little good time, too.
Here is quarterback Wasik up to 30, 31, still going. Wasik to the 35. I think he got the first down, or he's very close to it, Coach. Might be about half a yard shy.
I'll tell you what, he is a strong runner. Senior quarterback Wasik is superb. Keep throwing the ball, and he can run too.
He's barely short of that first down. I said he about a half a yard short. I was right again, Coach.
Yeah, you're always right. Well,
about the first downs I usually am.
Yep.
10:50 to go, first half, 13-7, Lex Cath. Third and less than a yard at the 35.5, Wasik. And the man was leaning forward, but they didn't call it. Yeah, the back judge called it. The running back was leaning forward. He couldn't stop his forward progress, Coach.
Was that Wedding?
Yep, Wedding.
He was leaning forward earlier, too. He's anxious.
Yeah, he wanted to get the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, you can't do that. You got to, get yourself set. Get it in your mind. Those feet are locked in, and you're going to take off as soon as that ball snaps.
So it'll be a penalty. Got to move it back 31. It'll be third down at about 5.5. Triple receivers to the left, single to the right. 3 receivers to the right. Excuse me. Rolling right, still rolling. Pump fakes up to the 35. He got the first down to the 36-yard line, and he was stopped there by Hood. Came up and stopped him, Coach, but he got the first down. What good effort by Wasik.
Good effort. Put the ball away, secured the football. He's not afraid to run into people. You don't see him run out of bounds on purpose very often.
They list him at 6'1", 180 pounds of nothing but muscle. He's been in the weight room all winter long. He's worked on it. He's a baseball player, too. What a tough kid, Brady Wasick. Pound for pound, one of the toughest kids in the state of Kentucky.
I believe it.
Wasick with the receivers out to the right. Motion goes Smith. He tries to hand it to him. He fumbles, and it's recovered by LCA.
Yeah, I believe
LCA
so.
got the ball right there. Mac Darlin. Thomas Sizemore got it.
Okay, from the very beginning of this play, something was wrong. Two guards ran into each other. See it right there?
Yep.
They ran into each other. The handoff was short, and ball was
Sizemore.
fumbled.
Sizemore got it. Young man we talked about back early in the season, an all-state caliber player for LCA. Sizemore's only a sophomore, coach, but look at his size. Sizemore, 6 foot 220 and a sophomore.
He's a big, strong
He
guy.
is going to get nothing but bigger and better. Look out, UK. You got a player right here in the future. Triple receivers out to the right. Here's Whalen back to pass. Throws a deep pass downfield, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 5-yard line. Intercepted by Ethan Bradford.
Yeah, Ethan Bradford got all over that one. That was, all I can say is they took a chance on a deep pass there on a turnover.
Right
A lot
off the
of people do
bat.
that.
Right off the bat.
But you can't, you got to be careful throwing against this defense.
Yeah. That's a good play by Bradford. Right in front of the intended receiver, Burbridge. What a play.
Yep. Good job of locking onto the ball and bringing it down. So that puts him in a bind back here, though. Lexington Catholic's backed up pretty far.
Yeah, they're backed up because his progress took him back to the 2-yard line. He intercepted at the 5. And now you got Brady Wasick back at quarterback with Ozinski and White. Fake now, comes to the right side, rolls it out to the 10, 15, and ran out of bounds short of the 20-yard line. He's hustled out of bounds by Whalen.
Yeah, that was a really good job in execution and a good call. I was watching Hayden Faulkner, the 261, 236-pound center, and he did what you're supposed to do. He bumped the guy that was on him and then released on the linebacker.
Yeah, 13-7. Lexington Catholic on top. 9 minutes and a half to go. They got 9:33 to go in the first half. LCA went for all of them after they got that fumble, coach, and they turned it right back over to Catholic. Pass out to the left side, high pass, incomplete, trying to go to Gauntz.
Okay. Oh, Lord, what's a little pushing and shoving going on?
Yeah, Gauntz down. He's going to be helped up by Flugner. Flugner's a big target. If you're going to throw it high to Flugner. He's 6'5".
Yeah, that was an errant pass. He just threw it too high. He has I think Wasick has a little bit. If we study his statistics, I bet he throws a little high to the left a lot.
I think we're trying to get some from WL Stats. I don't know if we got any luck or not. 20 receivers, both sides. Wasick, bad snap up the middle, and he's going to be hit by Jamie Lee Patterson. And who else came up there, Coach? And the other player I saw getting in there was 22 for Christian.
Yeah, that was Aiden Lyons.
Yeah. No, Aiden Lyons. You're right.
Another good football player. He's a junior.
9 minutes to go in the first half. Lexington Catholic jumped out 13-0. Christian scored on a Whalen run, 5 yards, cut it 13-7. Then he got a fumble recovery. Then here's a keeper up to the 25, 28-yard line, slammed down hard there, and that's Lyons coming up to tackle him again.
Oh, Lyons coming up to tackle him, and also Brady Adams put a little shoulder in him also. Yeah, that was the Christians known to be real physical on defense, and they sure are tonight. Looks like Wasick's getting a little information from the sideline.
8:27 to go in the first half. 13-7. Knights on top of Eagles. Wasick Waiting to the left, gives to Smith around the left side. Smith, and a tackle made there by Whalen. Whalen comes up, tackles him at the 30-yard line. There's Nash, Whalen right there, making tackles and passes, doing a job from his quarterback spot, doing on both sides of the ball like a lot of players in this game. You remember, Catholic's a 3A team, so they got a lot of players going both ways. LCA's a 2A team, Coach, so they got a lot of players going both ways.
Yeah, and both of these teams do, and actually that's a good thing. They get a really good look at football, be able to play both sides of the ball. I like that a lot.
Full house backfield for Wasik. Gives to Smith. Right side hit and dropped. And who else? I tell you what, Lions making a lot of plays.
Yeah, Lions making a lot of plays. They can't block him right now. They're having trouble with that. Brady Darlin.
Yeah, him and Bodie Darlin.
Bodie, yeah, both of them.
Him and Mac Darlin are two of the premier players. Remember, Mac was injured. He's not going much on offense right now. He's playing linebacker, Coach.
Right. Excellent offensive player.
Here's a snap to Wasik. Left side throw, caught by Gantz up to the 44-yard line. Whalen and Burbridge making a stop.
Yeah, watch his throw. See his step, follow through, perfect. Throws it basically right between those two defenders.
Whalen and Burbridge.
Well, let me tell you something. There's something else I want to say about Wasik.
Well, go ahead, Coach.
He's got courage when he throws the ball.
Yep.
He don't care about an interception. He's going to zip it in there no matter what.
I want to shout out to Ben Meehan watching tonight down in Texas. He's a great guy, Coach. I love me some Ben Meehan.
Yeah, I know. He and his family are always watching these prep spin games.
There's a pass just off the hands, and he can't believe it. Harper slapping the ground. He said, man, I should have had that one.
Yeah, but Jeremiah Burbridge got beat on this one. I know he's got a lot of pride. He's not going to be happy with getting beat on that throw.
Harper had it for a moment, didn't he? Look at this pass by Wasik.
Yeah, nice pass. Turns over perfectly. Right
there. Off his fingertip. Even if he caught him, he might have been out of bounds, Coach.
He's not happy. He's smacking the ground.
Second down and 10, 43-yard line. Roberts Insurance, thanks to Joe and John. Sutherland Chevrolet, Don Gabber down there. Whitaker Bank, Elmer Whitaker. BSN Sports. Clark's Pump and Shop, thanks to Rick. Return, refresh, refuel.
All right, little jump here on offense, another movement.
13-7. And boy, the folks at the Oktoberfest having a good time over there and enjoying this game, Coach. Good game.
Yeah, I've been over there a couple times.
It's packed.
And they do have a great time. They have a great big giant TV set up.
Yeah.
And some libations going on there.
Oh,
really
yeah. A lot of adult beverages.
Just having
a good time. I know Matt Poston's over there helping. He's doing a good job. 37-yard line. And time called.
Yeah,
what are we going to do, King? We're keeping it here?
That was a good timeout.
We'll keep it here.
That was a good timeout.
6:31 to go in the first half. It's 13-7. Lex Cath leading LCA. I'm Gary Ball with Mike Meehan and King of Stream William Vorfield, and John Neal is producing back at WKYT. John's a great guy. I saw him Monday and Wednesday night, and we hooked him up with a Scholastic Ball Report shirt, and he's very happy right now.
That's great. And also Joe Allen and Tori Bailey up there with the videographers.
They're doing a great job.
They always do a really good job.
They are the best in the business.
They know the game of football. They know where to go.
Do they ever, Coach? They follow the ball so well, and they keep you on top of it.
And I'm going to say this now, and we'll probably say it again. Thanks to WKYT, Gary. Taking a chance doing high school football, the thing we love the most.
That's right.
And they're going to be doing high school football, high school basketball. Good job, guys. We really appreciate it.
And for those that ask, next week we got public schools, Lafayette at East Jessamine.
Oh, that'll be
next Friday night. At the 38-yard line, second down at 15. Wasik. Movement now and setting at the tight end spot. Motion now by coming to the right side, and there's a screen pass to Gantz, 40-yard line, and hit and knocked down right there. Coming over to get him, Coach. That was big number 62, Jackson Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey on that tackle. Ramsey, you're right. He's a senior, 6'3", 300 pounds. That's a big
load.
guy, big load.
Jamie Lee Patterson down there on the defensive line for the Eagles. Also Conrad Hart. Here's a big third down and 7 for Catholic at the 46-yard line. Goes back to Wasik. Wasik in trouble. Eludes it. Rolls to the right. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Wasik did a great job of getting out of that sack.
He did. He got rid of the ball. He
There's
was in trouble.
Oakley Watkins. He's done a good job here at LCA. They played they probably played the toughest schedule anybody in the state. They had back-to-back Franklin County, Boyle County, and Christian Academy of Louisville. All teams are ranked number 1 in the state.
You know, we sometimes don't think about Franklin County being a great football program, but lately, in the last 10 years, they've had excellent football. Lining up for the punt. Should be the way these guys can punt. They're going to try to back.
White will punt it.
There you go.
There was a football coming in the trailer here.
Yeah.
And it goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. I just told a young man, come in and get it.
Yeah.
So he did.
Gary, you're not kidding you people. A football flew in the door up here in the mobile studio, and a bunch of little kids are out there playing ball in the grass.
And they kicked the ball right in here. That's okay. Hey, we have fun, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
They were having fun.
Just coincidence, they kicked it in here just as the kick was going on the field.
Lexington Catholic is holding that 13-7 lead.
You guys the narrator?
13-7 lead for Catholic over LCA. We got some folks coming in now, Coach. Whalen at the 27-yard line. 5:37 in the first half. Whalen takes a snap, rolls left, squares his shoulders, and it should have been caught, and it was dropped. And it was dropped up there, and that was for Lexington Christian, 23, Coach. That was Farmer, Dawson Farmer.
Yeah, that was actually a very good throw. He threw a little bit across his body, but it was a perfect throw. Should have been caught. That was again one of the better throws I've seen from this team.
Yeah, Farmer should have had that one.
Yep.
He'll make up for it. Whalen in the backfield with Devin Hood. Second down. Takes a snap. Runs right up to the 30-yard line. Tripped up by Wasik, the linebacker.
Yeah, he just got a foot, didn't he?
That's all he needed to get, Coach.
The trip and get him down.
That's all he needed was a foot.
They like running that short side of the field, their little sweep. They're going to come back to that again, because if he'd have got that one block on Wasik, he probably would have gone 10, 15 yards.
Third down and 7. So Catholic, their first series, they did well running the ball and throwing touchdowns, but they've been stopped. That fumble hurt them last series.
Yeah, hurt him a lot.
But then they got the interception and got the ball back. Whalen throws it out. Right side and taking it up to the 33-yard line.
Is he hurt?
That's Tyler King, but he didn't get much out of it. Got about 4 yards.
Ethan Bradford on the tackle. Pretty good tackle, too. Like I said, these teams hit hard. This is real football, guys.
So he found Tyler King, and he couldn't get the first down. Now they have to punt the ball back to Lexington Catholic. At halftime, Coach Meehan will have the UFOs, and we'll tell you what that is here after this punt by Hester back at the 18-yard line. Good snap by his brother Hester, Will Hester. And it's going to be a fair catch called back there, and a fair catch, and it's going to be hauled in by Baird Woodall.
Yep, at the 30-yard line. So, yeah, we're going to do UFOs at halftime. UFO stands for Unheralded Football Overachiever. And I'll explain more about that when the halftime comes. So stay tuned at halftime. Hopefully we'll get some stats for you and we'll do the UFOs.
And we'll talk to Dr. Cliff Louderback with Weiger and Maggot Orthodontist. I'll talk with him.
We love having guests like that come in here.
Oh, yeah.
We have footballs flying in the door. We'll have guests coming in.
We got a
the
baseball field lit up over here to our right. It's a great atmosphere at LCA.
door. It is. And I'll tell you what, people, there is so much food being cooked out in that parking lot. I had to walk through it, and it was a killer.
Wasik with Wedding to the right. Fakes to him. Back to pass. Throws it in. It's going to be caught by Flugner down to the 45-yard line, the 43, where he stopped, and making a defensive play there is Colin Hensley.
Yeah, Hensley's a big name over here at LCA. There's been Hensley.
Yeah, remember Brady, don't you?
Yes.
He's
absolutely.
at Eastern right now,
Yeah.
man. He was a 2,000-yard rusher here one year.
Yeah. Wow.
A load. 1st and 10, the 43-yard line on a Flugner catch. And that's Flugner's first catch tonight, Coach.
It won't be the last.
Wasik with 3:28 to go in the first half. Up by 6 points, 13-7. Wasik with Wedding behind him. Long count. Snap. Goes to Wedding. Up the gut to 30. He's at the 20 and chased down to the 15-yard line. And chasing him down was Colin Hensley.
Yeah, Colin Hensley's lucky he made that tackle. That was a good job. 6'1", 160 pounds, but he locked him in good. That would have been a touchdown.
All the way to the 15-yard line.
You know what's looking interesting here, Gary, is that missed extra point by Lexington Catholic. Are they going to go for 2 here?
And they got an excellent kicker, J.J. White. We've seen him boot it from, 45 yards this year?
Yes, sir, yes.
He can boot it, I tell you. It's a good kicker. Hazard's a good kicker as well for Lexington Christian.
Yeah, this will be interesting. They don't normally like to chase the 2-point conversion. They may just kick it if they score here.
Wasik fakes, and he's stopped and pulled down and coming to get him, Coach, and making a play there. That was number 4, Bodie Darland.
Yeah, Bodie did it.
Bodie.
Watch this.
Darland just wouldn't let him go, would he?
Threw him down.
That's strength on strength right there.
Yeah, it is. Then he trips over him.
Takes it back to the 18, loss of about 3. 2nd down, 13. Clock running down to 2:10 to go in the first half of a 13-7 Lex Cath lead over LCA.
I think Wasik would have liked to have that one back because he faked it to the running back, and the running back blew through the line of scrimmage.
Flugner is to the right. Motion by Smith. And pass over the left side. Caught. And a big hit.
Incomplete.
Put on, and they're going to rule it incomplete. He fumbled the ball, and they came out of the way. That was Mac Darland putting a hit over there.
Yeah, see, that hit made a big difference, didn't it? That was a big hit on the receiver. Was that Letheridge? Harrison Letheridge? Yes. Yeah, they're LCA's come to play. They're really knocking the fire out of these receivers now.
3rd down and 12. 17-yard line. He's got twins, Wedding and Flugner to the right side. Smith out to the left. Wasik will keep it down to the 13, down to the 10-yard line. He stopped right there, and it's going to be 4th down. And they might bring in the kicker to kick a field goal, because we know he's an outstanding kicker, J.J. White.
Yeah, I think
that's what they're going to do. Try to get a 16-7 lead.
Yeah, that 3 points could make a difference after missing that extra point.
There's David Clark. There's David Nuremberg. Boy, he's done a great job with his defense. They ought to give him some kind of defensive award over there at Lexington Catholic.
He probably, if you rank defensive coordinators in the state of Kentucky, he's up there in the top 5.
He's what?
Up there in the top 5.
No doubt.
Defensive coordinators. I think that's something that people need to look at too. These guys that have been here a while and these teams that have coached these defenses and they're successful year after year, that means a whole lot.
Coach, look at this crowd in here. It's about how deep would that be in the people lining the outside of the field, Coach? There's a lot of people in there.
It's about 3 deep on the sideline and about 10 deep in the end zone.
Yep. Great crowd here in the LCA. There's a crowd. Man,
I know.
as Tori shows all the crowd here.
But I'll tell you what, sometime we'll get Tori or Joe to turn the camera around and show the parking lot. That's amazing.
Here's a field goal attempt by White out of the Hodegans. Tyler Lasardi will snap it back for Catholic. Here's a snap back, and the kick is up by White, and it's no good. Off to the left. My goodness. Catholic misses a great opportunity for 3 points there, and they could have taken a 16-7 lead, a 9-point lead, Coach.
He never misses those field goals.
I know.
But I tell you what got him. They didn't rush it. Watch, there's no rush.
Well, they did rush it,
They
Coach.
fell in the middle.
Yeah, they
there was
almost
nothing on the
got
outside.
it. So it's still 13-7. Lexington Catholic over LCA. And back and forth we go. You know, it's been a game. You've had a turnover by a fumble by Catholic and an interception by Lexington Catholic. So turnovers about even, Coach, and the game's about even.
Yeah, that interception down near the end zone, I think, is probably one of the bigger plays of the half.
Wasik passes over the left side. He's got
don't come in.
that's going to be Whalen. He passes the hood and makes a catch.
Yeah, but I tell you what, don't come in there. Don't come knocking, buddy. You come knocking.
There's
on there.
Wasik making a play.
You catch that ball and turn back inside where those linebackers are coming, you're going to get tackled. There's no question.
Wasik could tackle
Hey,
you.
you catch the ball and break outside, there's 2 people that might tackle you.
Yeah.
You go inside, there's 9 or 10 that'll get you.
Only in the backfield is Jamie Lee Patterson for Christian, and Nash Whalen, the quarterback. Takes a snap, looks for a block, and he gets it from Patterson, 23-yard line, and then he's knocked down right there. Hozinski and company came up to get him there, and also Justice Roof.
Yeah, and Wasik, he whiffed on that one. He's going to be mad when he watches the film. He just whiffed on it. He tried to make the tackle.
He didn't whiff on many, Coach.
No, heck no. But you know, these guys, they're devoted athletes. They don't like it when they screw up.
Christian gets a ball to start the second half. They're going to let this run down. 27 seconds. What can they let it run down to, Coach? I don't think they can run it out. They can get it pretty close.
Yeah, it looks like they probably can run it out. They're going to call timeout here.
Timeout on the field, 15 seconds to go. There's a look at the crowd. Great crowd here at Lexington Christian. Kirby Barnhart.
He fired off at 30.
Lexington Christian just wanted to run out the clock here in the first half and take they'll be trailing 13-7 at halftime. Catholic will have the lead. All 13 points by Catholic scored in the first quarter, their first 2 possessions.
Yeah, I know. And then missing an extra point, and then LCA come roaring back. So the Eagles have a good offensive too. This was going to be a close game, and it looks like it's going to probably be that way the whole game.
15 seconds. 3rd down and 7. And Whalen sends receivers to both sides. Snap. It gives it up the middle. Running with it and up to the 26-yard line. And the ball carrier that time was Bennett Godales. Godales, the first time he's carried the ball.
And that's it.
That's it for the first half. First half comes to a close. Lexington Catholic 13, LCA 7, Coach. And we're at halftime. Any thoughts?
My thoughts are that this was going to be a low-scoring game. It looked like it might be not that when Lexington Catholic took the ball and scored a couple times in the first quarter. But LCA came back. Now we got a tight one.
We'll be back at a halftime, 13-7. Lex Cath on top of Lexington Christian here at LCA after this timeout. Dr. Cliff Louderback is with us. He's with White Greer Maggard, orthodontist. You know, White Greer Maggard do so much for the community, local schools, and athletic. What motivates you and your team to invest so much in the community?
Yeah, you know, we take a lot of pride in that. We like to give back to the kids and families that are supporting us. So whether that be through academics or athletics or the arts, we like to be where the kids are at in their free time and try to give back to, like I said, to the people supporting us.
A lot of students out here tonight might already be your patients or future ones anyway.
Yeah.
What sets orthodontics care of White Greer Maggard apart for the families in our community?
Yeah, no, you know, we like to stay cutting edge. So whether it be the technology that we're using in our office, also the convenience. We have many locations around Central Kentucky with broad hours. So we like to be convenient so that, help parents at work and kids in school. And so we like to have those hours that meets everybody's needs.
We were talking, you're in Danville 2 days a week.
Yeah.
You were telling us.
Yeah.
And a big Justin Haddix fan. He does a great job at Boyle.
He really does. Yeah, I've said Justin comes in the office from time to time. But, I've been down in Boyle County for 19 years. We started that office when I started with White Greer Maggard 19 years ago. And so, I'm down there and in Richmond. I'm also in our Hamburg office. So it's good to see kids from all these different communities and see them thriving like that.
Since we're here at a football game, many young athletes play sports while in braces.
It's truly seeing the kids. You see a kid start off and maybe hiding their smile and a little bit introverted, and by the 2 years is over, to see them smile and be just a different person and have that confidence and self-esteem, that's what makes my job fun.
Well, you do a great job at White Greer Maggard. It's been a long-time supporter of Lexington Christian, Lexington Catholic. You guys get out in the community. We really appreciate what you do, Doctor, and thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
That's
right.
Dr. Let's get his name right, Cliff Louderback.
Yep.
Thank you, Cliff Louderback. We'll be back with the UFOs here at halftime. Unheralded Football Overachievers, 13-7, Catholic on top of Lexington Christian. We're still on here at halftime, and Mike, Coach Meehan, is getting his UFOs together. He's going to pull them up here. We'll go right to Coach Meehan with the Heritage Football Overachievers here at Lexington Christian. Catholic on top, 13-7. My coach has got to get his eyeballs on, and we'll be back. And just take it away, Coach, with the UFOs.
Good interview there, Gary. Did you have a good interview? We're back here, of course, 13-7. Lexington Catholic at halftime. Good football game. We knew it would be. So what I do at halftime, and I've been doing this for years, for the 34 years that I coached high school football, the one thing I noticed was there are a lot of people that do things for the programs in the background. They go above and beyond, but they get very little credit for what they do. So every week I ask each coach to give me the name and some information on somebody or some group involved in the program that goes above and beyond but doesn't get the credit that they really deserve. And we call it the UFOs, the Unheralded Football Overachievers. We're going to start with the visiting team, Lexington Catholic, tonight. This is a David Clark immediately got back to me with a UFO. His UFO for this week is Gandon Rudishiel. Gannon is a junior.
Gavin Rudishiel.
Yeah, Rudishiel is a junior. He's worked his way all the way through summer workouts as a competitor for the starting job at quarterback. Then he suffered a shoulder injury that kept him out for several weeks. He came back after that and has been working extremely hard at fullback, scout team quarterback, running back, wide receiver, wherever they need him.
And threw a big 40-yard touchdown pass last week, I might add.
We were going to mention that, yes. He has been plugged in to almost every special team, taking the place of any injured player, and overall stepping up whenever he's needed. He's a utility player. He's a fine gentleman. He stepped in at quarterback last week through a 40-some yard touchdown pass.
One pass.
One pass, and that was it, to help the team over a victory last week. He's made several big plays like that over the years, and we think that Gavin
Rudishiel
is going to be an excellent football player in the future. He's one of those guys, Gary, that can play any position.
Gannon Rudishiel.
Gannon is the UFO for Lexington Catholic. Now, Lexington Christian Academy. Immediately, Oakley Watson got back with me on this too and said, look, there's a person I want to recognize that very seldom gets heard about, and that is Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor is the LCA's controller in the finance and accounting department at Lexington Christian Academy. She has been integral in the growth of the program over the last couple of years and has made Coach Oakley Watson's life easier as a head coach. She's such a great co-worker. She works tirelessly to make sure accounting and purchasing our varsity middle school and youth program are stress-free. She also has a team-first attitude. No matter what the task is, she puts the team first. Oakley Watkins and the entire Lexington Christian Academy program appreciate of all the things that she does, and she is so deserving of being recognized, even though she works in the background. Very little people know how important her job is. So congratulations to Katie Taylor as Lexington Christian Academy's UFO, and again for Gannon Rudishiel as the UFO for Lexington Catholic.
We'll step out, take a break, come back here to Lexington Christian with the third quarter kickoff. Lexington Christian trailing 13-7 here on the Minky Beef Jerky and UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week. We'll be back 13-7. Lexington Catholic leads LCA here at halftime. We're back here at Lexington Christian. Lexington Catholic leads 13-7. And let's recap the scoring since I don't have any stats, Coach. Recap the scoring in the first half.
All right, why don't you do that while I'm looking for stats?
Okay, it started with here we go, there's a run by Gann for Lexington Catholic, Eli Gann, and scoring, there's a pitch outside of Gann. Those weren't fooling anybody, especially Jamie Lee.
Yeah.
And here's a gain, a lot of highlights. They got a touchdown pass to Hozinski, to Catholic, and then the only score of the first half for Christian was a 5-yard TD run by Nash Whalen, Coach. So that recaps the scoring. Here's a pass down the left side. Wasick as he went to Gauntz, and then Wasick down the middle as he goes to Gauntz for a touchdown. That was a touchdown by Gauntz.
Gauntz has had a really good career so far, Lexington Catholic. Remember, he got a little loose with the ball a couple weeks ago. You know, dropped a couple, but he's locked on now for sure. Wasick's trying to get outside. Good job of blocking inside by Lexington Catholic. A nice throw.
There's a throw to Hozinski.
I like to follow these offensive linemen because they're doing an excellent job too. So Gary, who we got next week?
Lafayette is at East Jessamine. We got that game. They've been wanting to get more city games on. And then the following week, we're going to Montgomery County, Coach, as Montgomery County will take on a good West Jessamine team.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. We like to take those trips. Maybe we can go a little early and get something to eat in one of these little towns.
There's the touchdown run by Nash Whalen. Lost his helmet. Didn't care, did he, Coach?
No, he didn't care. They're hitters, both sides of the ball.
And there's the fumble by Catholic, recovered by Sizemore.
Gary. Yeah, nice. There you go. What an interception. That was a big play. Wasick carries the ball, runs out of bounds, stop the clock. As you can see, we can see Brady Wasick having another good half of football. Tough kid.
Yeah. Ethan Bradford. There's another good pass to Gauntz. Gauntz had a number of good catches. We usually get stats, but we're having trouble getting them from WL Stats tonight, Kenny Bourne, and we'll try to get those next week. But it's tough without statistics, Coach.
It is, and they're way above us in the press box, right? And we can't get word up there.
We're in the Whitaker Bank Broadcast Mobile Studio tonight, and we're just about set for the second half as we take a look at the highlights. There's Wedding with a big run down to the 15-yard line. They tried a field goal here by the usual steady kicking of J.J. White, and he missed it.
Yeah, that was the play there where Wasick got dumped when they could have run the ball in. Yeah, just missed it wide left.
Yeah, there was White's attempt off to the left. The teams are out stretching here before the second half.
Beautiful night, Gary. We've been very lucky this year with the weather, with these gorgeous football nights.
Yeah, the weather's supposed to take a change, though, next week, Coach Meehan. It's supposed to be a little bit more wet. They said we could get more water than we've had in a long time in Kentucky. We need it, Coach.
We need water. My yard's nothing but dry leaves for sure. Gary, is this a good time to talk about what's going on with you next Saturday?
Oh, you mean Sunday?
Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday, the 28th, on the Scholastic Ball Report, the final show. Yeah, it's come to a 23-year run. It's come to an end. Boy, what a show we got. Julian Tackett, Bridget DeVries, the Commissioner's Corner with Lewis Stout. That's right, Lewis Stout. He's back. I know, yeah.
And,
he's back in his spirit anyway. We got Cammie Moore Williams. She's with former intern. We got Mario Anderson, Super Mario, former intern. Highlights from games with Lee K. Howard, WKYT. We got legends. We got Donna Moore, a legend of coaching, and we got Philip Haywood. We talked to him several times on the show. We got the late Philip Haywood as well. We just got a great show for you next Sunday, the 28th at 1 o'clock, Coach.
Yeah, and I want to say, Gary, that I've been religiously watching your show for years. It's even when I was coaching. It's so much fun to turn that show on and take a look at what other teams are doing. But I've told you before, the fact that you get academic people in there, you get students with high GPAs, etc., that are also athletes, fantastic.
Thank you, Coach. We've made a concerted effort to get the Scholar Athletes Crown Trophy. Has sponsored that for ever since we've done the show. They present them with a plaque, so it's a big deal. And all the Scholar Athletes, there's a lot of plaques out there, Coach. We've given a bunch away.
Crown Trophy has always been a supporter of your program.
I bet you we've had at least 1,500 plaques over the years. We've done 700 shows, Coach.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, and William Warfield's helped you quite a bit now.
Yeah, he was my streamer when COVID came and I had him a stroke. He and Bridget carried the show for that season. Kickoff, and it's going to be short, taken by LCA. Devin Hood to the 20, breaks a tackle, spinning, still on his feet to 25, the 30, and nice return by Devin Hood. And let's see, he's finally stopped up there and coming to get him, Coach. Making his stop there for Catholic was 16, the young man who had the interception for Catholic, Ethan Bradford.
Ethan Bradford, yes, on the tackle. That was a lot of spinning going on that run back, and maybe one too many spins at the end. But
he made my head spin.
Yeah, he was flying. He was definitely spinning.
So here comes Christian, good field position, 30-yard line for Nash Whalen, sophomore quarterback.
Good. Yeah, Gary, good defensive coordinator for Catholic. They're going to make some adjustments here.
He sends King in motion. Broken play, it looks like. It goes to Jamie Patterson, and he's dubbed, upended, and nice play by Woodall.
Yeah, and I think you're right there. It was a broken play from the beginning. People running into each other, that slows the timing down. And these offenses are really based on timing a lot of times. So
Baird Woodall, a 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. He's going to be a great player for Catholic in the years to come.
These sophomores, there's so many sophomores in these teams that we do.
We're in the third quarter. Lexington Catholic leads 13-7. Whalen round the left side, and good run up to the 34-yard line, and getting him was Justice Roof and Wedding.
Yeah, again, Wedding involved as always.
Ball came out late. Jack White was pleading the Catholic's case, but official said he was down.
Yeah, Jack Wedding also. If you watch him, he's very aggressive to the football, and he'll go sideline to sideline.
That's a good battle over there, Brody Adams and Jack White. Motion, Devin Hood, and that's a flag down before they got to play.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I don't think it's the crowd noise. It's got to be something. These timings are off on these snaps a lot. Somebody's leaning all the time.
That'll cost them 5 yards back to the 29-yard line. Be third down and 11 for the Eagles of Lexington Christian, trailing by 6 points here in the third quarter on the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. Whalen with the back to his left, twins out to both sides. Back to pass. Wasik comes on the blitz, and he calls him to rush it, an incomplete pass. Wasik made that play.
Yeah, watch that. If we see that again, the blitz action is amazing. He just sees that gap and he takes it. They give him a little gap here. Watch this. Boom, right through the gap. Puts pressure on the quarterback. Not much you can do there, Gary.
So Hester will punt it. Back inside the 15-yard line. Baird Woodall will return it. Here's the punt. Bounces at the 40. And Woodall takes it at the 35-yard line. And nice play hustling down there for Lexington Christian. And that was a nice play, Coach. Turned in there, and that was 84 making that play.
Logan Mays.
Yeah, Mays made the play.
He's a big guy, too, 225 pounds worth of Eagle football. Full house backfield. Wasik's looking it over.
Wide outs both sides. Wasik gives to Smith, 35, 40, and up to the 43-yard line, upended by Mac Darlin.
Yeah, Mac Darlin is quite a defensive player. Right? A little cramping going on, it looks like.
Eric Smith, ball carrier. He's down.
Yeah, those cramps hurt. There's no question about it.
It's 9:30. They're running. They stop the clock now. You'll have to add some time back on that clock. It's 13-7. Catholic leads over LCA, and they got the ball up at the 43-yard line, Coach. And what can LCA do here to stop Catholic? What can Catholic do to add to their lead?
Well, the defense has got to figure out a way to get to Wasik, but not let him run outside. I mean, he gets loose so easily. Pin him in with your edge rushers. Don't rush inside with those guys. Pin him in, and then get some pressure on the inside. You're going to have to blitz him, and those secondary people are going to have to cover those slants and those posts. They run a skinny post. They run a normal post. The skinny post is more like almost like a streak, and guess who's going to be open? The tight end.
He's always open. Early third quarter from Palm Beach, Florida. Woodford County 21, Heritage, Florida 7. Woodford County, one of the great teams. Fake up the middle, hit, and dropped immediately. That's a good play. Turned in there. That's your big guy there, Mays, Logan Mays.
Logan Mays again. Yeah, I tell you what, they're basically saying that we're not going to let you control the ball, the Wasik. We're not going to let Brady control the football. So they're going to put the pressure on him.
Well, what it is, they got a scout on him, Coach.
They've got a spy on him.
Yeah, spy. Well, scout, whatever.
Full house backfield again.
3rd down and 2. Wasik, right side. He's hit and dropped. Making a play there is number 4, and that is Coach. That's Darlin, Bodie Darlin. I'm sorry,
Bodie Darlin, 6 foot 210. Another one of those hard hitting guys on the Eagles defense.
So it's 4th and about 1, and will Catholic go for it, Coach, or will they punt it away?
I don't think they can take a chance on going for it. They trust their defense, but this is a little too close.
So they will punt it away. J.J. White, the punter. Tyler King back to receive for Lexington Christian. Punt. Down inside the 30. King takes it. Comes out to the, got some running room. Comes out to the 40. And he gets a block down to the 50-yard line, Coach. Was that a block in the back, or was that a good block?
I think it was a pretty good block.
Okay.
They may be looking at
They threw a flag.
Hold back there.
Jamie Lee Patterson. Here's the punt, Coach.
Rugby punter. That's a pretty good job of punting. He feels the ball, breaks that tackle, outruns this guy completely. And here's where we think the block in the back is, right there.
He turned sideways, Coach.
He turned sideways, but they look for that coming back on the ball block.
7:51 to go in the third quarter.
Again, we've mentioned this before, guys. People watching this game, this is high school football. These officials, their number one concern is safety of the players.
Yeah.
So if it's a close call when they're blocking back toward the ball like that, if it's a close call, they're usually going to use benefit of the doubt there. We can see it again. Good job of videographer here. I'll tell you what, these guys do a great job. Watch this.
Tyler King's got some wheels.
He does have some wheels.
He can run.
Right. He lines up to make the tackle, and boom. Yeah, that's in the back. You got to count that. His head, shoulder.
That was Jack White.
Yeah.
Sutherland Chevrolet, Don Gabbard. There's 2 flags on the field, Coach.
Yeah, offsetting penalties there. Yeah, offsetting penalties. I think the second flag was a dead ball foul on the sideline, whereas 2 of the players were kind of pushing and shoving there on the sideline. So, yeah, that was it.
Jamie Lee Patterson got into it with somebody for Catholic. Jamie Lee has played a well of a ball game, and Coach, I tell you what, spirited player.
Yeah, he is a spirited player and a very aggressive and an excellent football player. There's a lot of these guys that are going to go on and play in college, Gary.
Yeah. There's Oakley Watkins. What a job he's done here. They have played the top 3 teams in the state back to back to back. Cal, Christian Academy of Louisville, Boyle County, and Franklin County. That's some tough football teams. Whalen keeps it up to the 40, then knock backwards and get it in there. Hosinski and company along with Dudek.
Yeah, we haven't called Hosinski's name as much as we normally do, but they must be isolating him or going away from him. Hey, Gary, they ran that what I call short back. They had two tight slots. Let's just call it a tight wing or whatever, but those 2 guys were used as blockers and helped on that play.
2nd down and 7 at the 41-yard line for Nash Whalen. There's a jump by Catholic, might have jumped offside, and they got him to jump offside, Coach.
He did. He jumped there pretty quickly, too. That's big number 77, Preston Rogers. You can't hide that. That's a big dude.
Couldn't get that body back, could he?
No, he could not.
2nd and 2. Whalen fires it, caught, 1st down, and it's caught by Tyler King down to the 48-yard line, 1st down.
Tyler King runs a good route on these plays. He runs a little out routes, and very well timed. Again, gets the ball quickly, throws it quickly.
King and Burbridge go out to the top of your dial. You see him up there, top of your screen. I formation in the backfield. Whalen with Hood, fakes it to Hood, and he slips and falls.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen that, a little poor footing on the field. He realized that. It's interesting to see Burbridge out there on offense. He's been pretty much a defensive player. He comes from a family of offensive players. I was trying to list them today to my wife Lynn, and there are probably 7 of them that came through the system at Bryan Station.
Burbridges?
Yes. Yeah.
I remember Cornell. He played pro football, didn't he?
Yes, he played for Dallas Cowboys. He's the grandfather of this one, I believe.
Okay.
And then Randall and Steve and well, there are several of them.
Whalen rolling to the white. Nash fires, caught. Hood bounces off a tackle. Well, he wanted to elude that one as Hosinski finished him off.
Yeah, I'm going back to that real quick. They were all either quarterbacks, receivers, or whatever, except they had a brother, Randall. No, my fault. Philip. Philip was a big offensive lineman. He worked a little bit with me at the Dunbar as a coach. And I'll tell you what, he was the muscle of the family. It was like the Ponderosa. Remember Haas?
Yeah, I do.
I'm dating myself, I
Dan
guess.
Block. Or was it Blocker? Dan Block.
Yeah, Blocker.
3rd down and 12 at midfield. Back Whalen. Has time. Throws it, and it's caught by King at the 40. Let's see where they give. They'll give him the 40. He caught the ball at the 40,
yeah,
but they only give him the 41-yard line.
Nah, it was at the 40. You know what? I'm going to give Lexington Catholic credit on this. They had a little trick play going on there. They had 3 receivers to the right, but 2 of them were on the line of scrimmage and couldn't release. and they just stood there. They were hoping that the defense would roll to that side.
Yeah.
They didn't fall for it.
Trip set. They got 3 receivers to the left side. Whalen sends Hood in motion. Back to pass. 4th down. He rolls to the right. Whalen cuts it back, and he stays on his feet, and he gets the 1st down to the 37-yard line. It was the 2nd and 3rd effort, and he gets up a little gimping on that ankle.
Yeah, he got up gimpy, but that was a wonderful run. Really good job of cutting back against the grain too, Gary.
Gets the 1st down. That's a huge 1st down.
Watch this. He broke 2 tackles there. Broke 3 tackles on that run.
Nash Whalen making it happen for Lexington Christian. Down 13-7. Lexington Catholic owns a big victory over Boyle County, 17-7 this year. Inside handoff, Hood, 35, still running down the 32-yard line, and he keeps on. Hosinski and Mundy got him there. Jack Wedding, and also it was Hosinski who got him, Coach.
Yeah, and I think both Whalen. I think Whalen and Hood are both juniors, or one's a sophomore maybe.
Whalen's a sophomore.
That's amazing. Just think of that. Look what they've got coming back next year.
And it's 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line. 3:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Nobody's scored here in the 2nd half so far. Christian's trying to do something about that. Handoff goes to Devin Hood down to the 29. He did not. He got about 4 yards.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of folding on the offensive line. They're basically the guard blocks down, the tackle folds around the guard and tries to get the linebacker, and that's what they're doing. They're getting 3 or 4 yards just because of that.
Shout out to all the folks watching at Oktoberfest over at Christ the King. 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go. 13-7, Catholic over LCA. 3rd down and 2. Whalen inside, hit by Hosinski. Hosinski holds on to him. I don't think he's going to get the 1st down.
No.
Hosinski right there, number 4, making a play on Whalen.
I just absolutely really like Hosinski.
I love this guy.
Oh, man, I tell you what, he puts his shoulder in there. Those guys, a couple of those guys came up to the press box and talked to us. We were doing a game.
But remember, Coach, he's only a junior, Hosinski.
That's amazing. Yeah, they came up to the press box, and I was amazed, not only just at their physical size as far as their height goes, but they're very articulate, too.
4th down, about 2, at the inside the 30-yard line of LCA. LCA's Whalen takes the snap, gives to Hood, hit, and dropped, and loses the football, fumble, and let's see who jumped on it there. Catholic jumped on it, and it should be Catholic football.
Let's take a look at that. Parker Penix, Gary, made a big hit there.
They're saying maybe he was down, Coach?
Yeah, I think he was down.
Tell us what happened.
Yeah, we got to look at that closer. It looked to me like he was down also. We have a player down here. We're going to run that again for you to watch. These really good videographers we have. Let's look closely here. The good punch right there, good hit. Yeah, he was down. That ball squirted out when his lower body.
So the
was
question is, did he get enough for the 1st down?
They better take a quick look at that. I tell you what, they better take a good look at it.
2:07 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Let's take a 30 real quick, guys.
Let's step out for 30 seconds here on the Minky Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
All right, take the 30 seconds.
Player down on the field, we're taking a look at the trainers that are out there. That's another thing. Those of you that maybe not be that familiar with watching high school football, each of these schools have professional trainers. You know, they also have doctors on the sideline. Normally, the doctor doesn't go out unless the coach calls for him to go out.
That reminds me, Coach, Rob Olery, UK Sports Medicine, is on the show next Sunday, and he does a great job and with UK Sports Medicine. He's now the trainer at Nicholas County. They got a new football field down there at Nicholas County.
Is it one of those fields like Paris that's orange or?
No, they didn't go with the orange. They went with the just a turf field in Nicholas County. I tell you, that's a great school down there.
I love it. We actually went down there and played when I was here at LCA, and actually at Bryan Station we were down in that area. I think playing softball or something. I went to a game, but I tell you what, those guys, you talk about people that will knock your socks off.
And your cleats, right?
And your cleats too.
Gary,
I'll tell you what, it's sure enjoyable doing these games with you. I love every second of it. Both of us really love high school football, and I know you do basketball and baseball too, but there's something special about coming out here on these fall nights, you know?
I tell you, there's a great crowd in here too. They've enjoyed this game. Lexington Christian and Lexington Catholic. Lexington Christian has a good crowd in here tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and for those of you who didn't see it in the first half, there was a punt going on the field, and a football flew in the door.
Yep.
And Gary Ball made a great catch and returned it to the young man who was kicking the ball up on the side of the mobile studio.
13-7, and it's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to say for Lexington Catholic.
They're going to give the ball to Catholic.
Yep.
They don't have the advantage we do. That was Jack White, by the way, Gary, was hurt, taken off the sideline. We have to keep an eye on that one.
Oh, yeah.
He's important to this team.
He's big cog in the defensive wheel. Here's Wasik, triple receivers to the left. Gons is out there for Flugner and Smith. Waiting for the snap. Wasik rolling right. Throws it. It's intercepted at the 30-yard line. Big interception turned in by Lexington Christian, and that was Colin Hensley. Hensley with the pick.
Another Hensley being a star here at Lexington Christian Academy. Yeah, Wasik steps out of around the pocket, throws the ball. I don't know what he was looking for. I think he was probably expecting, I would say, Eric Smith to break out, and he didn't do it. He stayed inside. That was a big mistake by Wasik.
Big interception here in the third quarter with just 2 minutes to go in the third, and Catholic holding that 13-7 lead over LCA. Nash waiting with Hood to the right in the backfield. Whalen takes a snap, throws, and it's going to be caught and breaks a tackle down to the 23-yard line. And that's a nice job. And we're going to try to find out who were blocked by that's Tyler King who caught the ball.
And I think Schlarman made the tackle out there. Yeah, that
You're
was
exactly
Schlarman.
right.
Did a nice job of locking it up.
Help me out. Who makes a stop sometimes, Coach?
I'll do the best I
and
can.
you did that one. Thank you.
Hey, this is a very important drive for Lexington Christian Academy.
They can either take the lead or Whalen to Hood. He's spinning, knocked backwards, good play. In there was Jack Wedding, and Schlarman and Dudek in there. I tell you, there's a host of people in there, Coach.
Yeah. Isaiah Mashney was in here too. So everybody got a hand on that one.
Big number 77. Rogers, he was in there too. You're right, everybody got a hand in that one.
Rogers is a pretty darn big dude. So this is interesting here to me. It's 3rd and 1. But this is a 4-down area for them, so they can waste this time if they want to throw the ball.
I would throw it here, wouldn't you? Whalen is going to tuck it left side down to the 20, and he got the first down. Stopped by Wasik and Roof and company, and Woodall. Woodall was in there too, but not before he got the first down. 1st and 10 at the 20, Coach.
Those linebackers are coming over and making those tackles, but you're right, that was a big first down. Now they got their entire playbook to work with here. There's a lot of different things they can do. I'm trying to see how they need to isolate on the backside, on the short side of the field to the receiver.
Offensive line of Klaber, Jack Keeling, Greer, Montgomery, and Adams are doing a good job. Quarterback Whalen goes left, throws complete down the 15-yard line. Tyler King.
Tyler King with another big play. He's been really hot in this game. Good job. See, that's a good job by a quarterback there. When he rolled to the left,
he squared his shoulders.
He squared his shoulders. You've heard me say that 100 times.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people, these quarterbacks, they're not taught to get their shoulders squared where they throw the ball, where you can step into your throw. Nice coaching over there at the Eagles.
Second down and 5 at the 16-yard line. 13-7. Lex Cath and Lexington Christian on the march.
Oh, they're short backs again. Here we go.
Whalen.
See
throws
that?
it down the 10.
That's awesome, man.
Touchdown. Nash Whalen, 15 yards, and LCA has tied it up with 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Extra point will give them the lead.
Yeah, watch it. Oh, man, you can't see it from the beginning. They have the two slots up tight. Normally you pull a guard on those sweeps, those power sweeps.
You know what, threw a good block? Conrad Hart, number 14. Threw a really good block on that one.
Yeah, he's that's right. He's part of that whole crew. He's 6'5", 225 too.
Here's Hester coming in with the .8 PAT out of the hole, and Hester snaps it back, and he gets it through. It's 14-13. LCA 14 unanswered points. They lead Catholic 14-13. Here's the play again right here.
Right, watch 14-4.
Oh yeah.
Came across. That's a great play. I like that. It's basically a trap with using two backs, but those backs are big dudes, so it's not like you got some little guy coming around here.
You're right. It was. You're right, Coach. 14-4 did the job, didn't they?
Yeah.
For LCA. That was Bodie Darland, number 4, did a great. Just go to a break here on the Minky Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Back up. Go ahead, Coach.
All right, welcome back here. It's the end of the third quarter. We'll give you a little replay of what happened there right at the end. It was a kickoff return, and I think it was a penalty on the kickoff return also, but nice job of carrying this out. Looks like it was pinned there against this side, but then he made a really good cut back. Excellent job as usual. That was Baird Woodall, one of their best return people. So that's the end of the third quarter, Going into the fourth, it's 14-13 LCA over Lexington Catholic. We have got a big game here. Game of the week and maybe one of the best games in the state this time.
Yeah, you know, Lexington Catholic, big win over Boyle County, great crossing over Dunbar. They lost the game to Ballard, the first game of the year, but they had 2 pick sixes in that game. And LCA has lost to Franklin County, Boyle County, and they also lost, who was it, Coach?
Franklin
County, Boyle, and another really good
Cal.
team. Cal, out of Louisville, yeah.
Yeah.
How can I forget Cal?
I don't know,
State champions 3 years in a row.
That's right. But nobody realizes that. And that's what, 3A?
Yes, they were same as Catholic, Lexington Catholic. They were at to battle Cal to win the state title. 14-13, Catholic at the 20-yard line. Whalen gives it to Smith up to the 24, pick up of 4 yards. That was Eric Smith, the ball carrier.
I can't wait to watch the rest of this quarter. I tell you, this game is really going right down to the wire. I think we have a guy shook up on the field, another cramp going on. It's a hot night tonight. This is not your normal fall, late September night. So I think the weather, they said it was going to be 90s this weekend and then cool off next week. Hopefully we'll get some rain. Look at that field over there. Of course, that's probably Bermuda, but it doesn't look good.
They've been watering that grass throughout this evening as we do this game. I've seen the watering hoses on over there.
Yeah, they do a really good job here. I have to say, I coached here for 4 years at LCA to finish my career up, and I enjoyed every bit of it. And the people here are so nice and so kind, and they really do work hard to make sure the program is run well.
Coach, your stints along the way, Bryan Station, you started there, and then you went to Dunbar as a head coach. Coached there for 13, 14 years.
Right.
And then the LCA. So you've been in some very good programs.
Yeah, it was really good. I've seen some really good players, too. I mean, at Bryan Station, we had Dermonti Dawson, went on to play with the Steelers. Cornell Burbage was
Hall of Famer.
Yeah. The best center, I think. One of the premier centers in the league ever.
Pick up about 4 for Catholic. It's a big offensive series for Catholic. They just relinquished the lead to LCA 14-13.
Yeah, they're gonna really work hard to come back here.
Wysick back to pass. He's going to tuck it up to the 30, cuts it over far side, 33, and coming up to get him, Logan Mays.
Logan Mays has made a lot of big plays. I want you to notice we see that the way Wysick, when he breaks into the open, he carries the ball the way we teach him to do it. Carry it high and tight. Don't let it loose in your arm. Watch, he breaks it through there. See how he's carried in the front, like high and tight? It's hard to knock that ball away. If somebody from behind can try to get their hand in there, it's pretty hard to do.
10-yard pickup. First down for Catholic, the 35-yard line. Wysick trying to lead his ball club down the field and retake the lead for Catholic, down 14-13. Wysick, inside handoff, and it goes to Wedding. Jack gets up at the 39, pick up a 4.
Yeah, there's a lot of battling going on there. I was watching for Catholic, number 70, Osting. He's in a really tough battle there, and he won that battle.
And Mike Osting, number 70, is the right tackle tonight in there for Ben Schlarman, who's out playing linebacker. Second down near the 40-yard line. And he backs up his receivers, twins to both sides for Wysick. Keeps it to the 40 and turning it around. A good effort by Wysick as he's knocked down there and making the play there for is Bodie Darling, but he almost got the first down, Coach.
He almost got the first down, but he also almost had his helmet ripped off. I'm surprised they didn't call a face mask. They don't have to grab the face mask to get a face mask penalty. All you need to do is grab the bottom of the helmet and pull on the helmet, and that's a penalty.
9:50 to go in the football game. 14-13 LCA. 14 unanswered points, Coach. They were down 13-0.
And Catholic had, that's right. They had a first quarter 13 points.
Wasick gives left side a wetting, and he barrels down. The football comes out late, and let's see, Darling jumped on it. Let's see if they call that or they say he was down. I think they might say he was down.
Well, we'll get a good look at it. We'll tell you for sure. See a replay.
Wetting's got to hold on to that ball, Coach.
He does.
That's the second time tonight he's lost one.
Let's take a good look at it, Gary Ball.
Got it out there like a bread basket.
Yep. He's backs to us. You can.
I think it was made by contact, but that's just me.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. We couldn't see because his back was to our videographers.
46-yard line, first down for Catholic.
It came out on contact.
Wasick waiting for the snap. Fakes it now, dives down, and Wasick takes it all the way down to the 40-yard line where he stopped right there and making the play. Who was that, Coach? Who that was 22 for
yeah, that
Christian.
was Lions. Lions made that play. Hey, they're doing a really good job running the ball. 2nd and 4. This might be a good time to open up a little bit, do a little play action pass. You know how they like to run that down the sideline, just fly, put it up in the air to that wide receiver. I don't think they'll do it to the right side though.
Here's Wasick. Back to pass. Throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Flugner tried to cut it upfield before he had the ball.
He saw that. He actually looked upfield before the ball even hit his hands.
Remember, he's a basketball player just playing football this year, so you got to give him a mulligan for that. I don't know.
We'll give him a mulligan, but I'm sure he's not happy with it.
No, he doesn't want a mulligan. He wanted a catch.
He wanted to catch and get a first down.
At the 40-yard line, 3rd and 4. Sutherland Chevrolet, Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, BSN Sports. Well, they do a good job. Clark's Pump and Shop, refresh, refuel, return.
Good.
Timeout for Lexington Catholic. 3rd down. It's a big 3rd down, Coach.
It is.
I think that's a good timeout.
It's a good timeout, and what I'm sure he's telling them is, look, we have 2 downs here. We have 3rd and 4th down. I don't know where are we located anywhere near field goal range?
No, sir. They're at the 40.
Okay.
They got to get down about the 25 to be
25, 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So he's got 2 plays to get the first down. I wouldn't be surprised if they just run that short back, those 2 wings, bring them across again, and run the ball, follow up through the hole with those guys.
Remember, White missed an earlier field goal. They would have a 16-14 lead. It was just off to the left. That was about a 30-yarder?
Yeah, but if Lexington Catholic would have made their extra point, it'd have been 14-14.
Right.
That'd be a whole different thing going on.
Real good
right
ball
now.
game. And we want to thank the folks watching on TV, WKYT Plus, and also BLK, WBLK, and WKYT 27.3, 365, watching tonight live. We'll be bringing these football games to you live on BLK. Watching over at Oktoberfest.
Oh.
Wasick. And that's going to be a flag. Gunnar Rudisill almost took the snap.
I saw that. The ball almost hit him, and that would have been really bad. But that's a timing problem with the quarterback. Official. Yeah, little motion.
Yep, motion penalty against Catholic. So it'll be 3rd and about 9 now for the Knights.
Yeah, 2 people moving at the same time. That's not something you need to be doing.
The big play in this football game right now, Colin Hensey's interception.
The big play, and the other big play is the missed extra point.
Yeah.
But here we go. I thought they had 4th and 4, and big difference between 4th and 4 and 4th and 9.
Can't get penalties, Coach, not this stage. And your 5th game of the season,
Right.
Wasick takes the snap. Here comes pressure, rolls to the right, and he slips and falls. Wasick at the 48-yard line.
What we have here? We have a personal foul against Lexington Christian Academy. Watch just here at the end of the play on the left. You didn't see it. You watch. It's 15 yards, buddy.
So
big mistake, Gary.
Watch again.
Yeah, watch the end of the play here. right to the left. He missed it. Shoves the guy down from the back after the play.
Should I look at Joe's look?
So it's going to be 4th and short. Let's take a look at it from here, maybe this picture. He's down. There, see it?
Yeah.
57.
Lost his temper and knocked the guy down. That was good camera work back there, guys.
It's 4th and about 1 yard for first down.
Oh, it's big.
7:52 to go in the game. Big 4th down here for the Knights. Wasik in the backfield with Mashney. Pitches around the left side of Mashney. Cuts it first down. Down to the 34-yard line.
That surprised a lot of people.
Or was that Woodall, Coach? I don't think that was 22.
That was 23.
That was Baird Woodall.
Baird Woodall, yeah, and he's limping too.
Yep,
He's got a little
sure
cramp.
is.
He's got a cramp going on in his leg. Just get him out. He'll be fine. That was a really good play call, Gary. Everybody expect Wasik to carry the football inside and pitch the ball outside, and nice job of running.
And there's David Clark calling out the play, the offensive guru. Nuremberg is the defensive guru for Catholic.
Back to Joe.
LCA on up top, 14-13 over Lexington Catholic. Got first down at the 34-yard line of LCA, trying to regain the lead.
Trips.
Wasik gives to Wedding up the middle to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Wedding.
He's a weapon.
Give me the ring.
He's a weapon, buddy. I tell you, we got to see that again because there was a hole there, Gary. We could have run through that hole. I'll tell you what. Let's see that again.
Luke Wedding. Well, are they going to go for 2, Coach? Is Catholic going to go for 2?
Yes. They really need to here.
We have a 30-second. Here's Wedding's run up the middle. He just outran everybody, Coach.
Well, there was some blocking there, too. He squirted through the hole.
You know, the thing I like about Luke Weddings, he leans forward a little bit before the snap. That time he didn't move like he did on the other time. They called procedure on him, and he got the ball and took off, shot out of a cannon.
He does need to hold on to the ball a little bit better.
Yeah, he's fumbled twice. One of them was not called, though.
Yeah, so this is going to be...
So Catholic has regained the lead, 19-14. They're going to go for 2-point conversion to be up by 7. There's still 6:57 to go in this football game. And I'll say, what a game tonight, Coach.
What a game, and there's plenty of time for Lexington Christian to come back.
Plenty of time.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Isn't that what they say?
They do. Sutherland Chevrolet, Don Gabbard and the staff down at Sutherland Chevrolet. We thank you for watching tonight on TV and over at the Oktoberfest. All the folks over there, Matt Post.
Here we go.
And shout out to the Lynch family watching during the birthday. Here's a 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion right here.
Got Schlarman to the left. They give it to Wasik, trying to
got
get
it.
to the
He's got
corner.
it.
He's going to walk in. 2-point conversion. There's a late hit, and that'll probably get a flag as Wasik is knocked down, and he got to 2-point conversion. It's 21-14. Catholic with their only touchdown since the first quarter, Coach.
You know, that was surprisingly easy. Look at the blocking. Excellent job.
Schlarman.
Oh, yeah. Schlarman for sure.
Big time block.
All right, let's go to commercial, guys.
Let's go to a commercial break. We'll be back on the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. 21-14, Lexington Catholic now with the lead over LCA.
All right, we're on break.
Man, that was...
So Lexington Catholic regains the lead on a run by Wedding. Man, he was shot out of a cannon, Coach.
He was, and it's incredible how easy the 2-point conversion
Look at the crowd
was.
over there.
Yeah,
Lexington Catholic are really getting into it now. Their student section.
they're deep all the way around the field.
Here's the kick. Taken at the 2-yard line. And that's King up to the 25, 30, comes to the 35. King over to the 50. He's at the 40, 30, 20, and run out of bounds at the 23-yard line. And Hudson over there getting 26 for Catholic.
Yeah, that was
a kicker, I think.
Yeah, it was Ben Bertrand. Ben Bertrand. It's nice.
He almost returned that all the way, Coach.
I thought, and he saw they had an angle on him too. See that? They had an angle on him, so he figured, uh-oh.
Stand by.
So he ran out of bounds. So Lexington Christian in great position to tie this game up. 6:46 to go in the ball game, and they got it at the 24 of Lexington Catholic to start this drive, Coach. That was about a 65-yard return.
Yeah, right. Caught him about the 5-yard line. It looked like.
Yeah. So about a 70-yard return. Whalen, right side, 20, barrels his way down, and Wasik knocks him out.
Yeah, Bennett. Yeah, Gadalis.
Gadalis
had a hand on him too, Gary.
Yeah, Bennett Gadalis.
Boy, I tell you what, pressure is on. There's 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Honestly, if you're going to score, you don't want to score too soon.
I know you don't want to give Catholic the ball again and some time, because I tell you, the Catholic offense has been silent the last few quarters, but they finally got one in with 7-8 minutes to go, and they lead 21-14. There's a give right side, Hood, and he barrels down to the 13-yard line. Knocked out of bounds right there, and over there to get him was Isaiah Mashney.
Yeah, Isaiah Mashney made the tackle. That was a really good run too. He lowered his shoulder and he got a few extra yards just by running into the guy instead of running out of bounds. There's a 1st and 10 on the 13, Gary Ball. This is it. This is a big series.
I think that touchdown run for Catholic that put them on top, the run by Wedding, might be our Sutherland Chevrolet drive of the week.
My kickoff return is pretty big too.
Whalen back to pass. He's directing traffic, throws it, and it's incomplete. It was tipped by a Catholic linebacker, Jack Wedding, couldn't come up with it, and one of the Christian receivers down there couldn't come up with it. Patterson and company was down there along with Hood.
Yeah, they looked like all diving for the ball, but it was tipped, and that made it impossible. We got a penalty again?
I think so, Coach.
Look at receiver downfield.
I guess when you got that much time, you're going to have somebody downfield that shouldn't be.
And it might have been one of those RPOs I was telling you about. The linemen are block and run. Quarterback, if he doesn't release it quickly, it becomes a run as far as he's concerned. You better run the football. 1st and 15, Gary.
1st and 15. I thought they lost it down on that play, but they did not. So Whalen, 1st and 15. Throws it over left side, and Hood's got it. Looking to the right side, looking for a block. Down to the 12. Well, good play by Roof. Justin Roof came up and knocked him down, and that's a good play by Roof. And I tell you, but, Hood took that down to about the 10-yard line.
Tell you, Roof, he's a senior, but he hit with a lot of weight there. He's not a very big guy, but boy,
Devin Hood.
Wow. Hood runs hard.
He's 6 foot. He's a junior coach, Hood, about 185 pounds. They got Whalen in their backfield with Hood and Bodie Darling. Rolling left, cuts it back. He's at the 10 and knocked down at the 7-yard line. And that was a good tackle, a saving tackle there by Wedding.
That was a big tackle. It looked to me, I didn't see Wedding coming.
I thought he was gone.
I thought he was gone too, but that was a big tackle.
Yeah, Wedding wouldn't have that. He said, no, make this play. Stops him at the 9-yard line. Let's say it's the 7. 3rd down and about 4 yards to go at the 7-yard line. Whalen cuts it back down and a See where they mark it at.
They're about the
He's got,
2.
looked like he might have the first down. I'm not sure, Coach, where they marked it at about the 2-yard line.
Yeah,
4:56 in the ball game.
that's a first.
I think he got the first down.
Yeah. Driving the ball, taking up as much time on the clock as they can. Going to tie this game.
Cutter Boley's probably happy with that. Run by Whalen.
He's got a day off.
You know, Cutter Boley and Wasik had some battles in this game, didn't they?
Yes, they
a
did.
Shootout, you know?
Yeah, and Wasik, I mean, this guy he's as tough as nails. And Cutter Boley had the height and the
6'5",
Yeah.
yeah. Quickly to the line. Whalen follows his blockers, and he gets in. Touchdown. So with 4:20 to go, extra point will make it 21-all. 4:20 to go. This is a ball game, folks. You don't want to miss the last 4:20 of this game.
No, hang in there.
What a
with it.
game. 21-20. Extra point here by Hester. Will tie it up possibly. His brother Hester will snap it back.
That's right. They have plenty of practice in the backyard. This is big.
So Hester with the extra point. Kick is up, and it's perfect. 21-all, 4:20 to go in the ball game. Clark's Pump and Chop Crown Trophy, 21-all. Lexington Christian, Lexington Catholic. Now Lexington Catholic will get it, but the thing you have to warn the coach, 4:20, they give them too much time.
Yeah, and we were talking before the game, and especially when it got close and we saw in the first quarter, when the team started kind of pairing off, that it might come down to a field goal. This game might come down to a field goal.
We'll step out on Pretchman, be back 21-21, 4:20 to go.
30 seconds row.
Welcome back. 21-all, 4:20 to go. Here's a kick by Hester. They called a flag. Guess somebody was offside.
Yeah, Caesar on the kicking team. That'll back him up 5 yards.
So Catholic will get a better return here. But Lexington Catholic, they took the lead 21-14 on a run by Monday, as he found the opening of Jack Wedding, 20-yarder, and Wedding, and then Whalen tied it up for LCA.
Yeah, a nice job. There's an athlete right there for sure.
Tyler King.
Yeah, he's had a really good game.
4:19 to play. We're tied at 21-all. Here at Lexington Christian. Boy, it's a beautiful field, Coach.
It is gorgeous. Beautiful night, beautiful field, super game.
21-all.
This is big. 4 minutes and 19 seconds for a good offensive football team.
You know,
against a good defensive
these are
team.
drives that seasons are made of, Coach.
They are.
If a team could take it down and do something with it, I make their season. Kick by Hester, taken at the 18-yard line. Returned up to the 30 and 32-yard line. As a return by Gauntz. Gauntz on the return.
Yeah, it looked like there were several people on the tackle there. Aaron Cox was one of them. But there were 3 or 4 people in on the tackle. So here we go.
Yep.
We got LCA, Lexington Catholic, has 3 timeouts. They have all their timeouts, so.
I like it we put that up on the board now, Coach.
Oh, I do too. I think it's really important to see that.
Thank you, King, for doing that. King put up the timeouts now, so both teams have all the timeouts left. 4:14 to go in the football game. Wasik and company.
Tight trips over here.
Flugner has got to move up to the line now. Waiting for the snap. They give it back inside, and here goes Smith to the 40-yard line, 43-yard line. And then he's knocked down right there. That's Eric Smith, about the 5th carry of the night. We don't have stats. We weren't able to get them from WL Stats.
Guess who made that stop? Mac Darlin.
Mac Darlin. Boy, he was injured his ankle early in the year, but he's back now, Coach. They're hoping he gets 100% so he can start running the ball.
Yeah. Kid, we really were impressed with him running the football.
At the 43, first down for Wasik and company. Gets it around the left side, and Smith up to the 46, and that's Sizemore and company there.
Bodie Darlin made the big play on that one.
Yeah, Bodie Darlin
he chased him down.
And Sizemore.
Yeah, Bodie Darlin ran him from the backside. He wasn't going to let him get outside on him. He's going to chase him and catch him.
3 minutes, 24 seconds to go in the regulation, 21-21. Catholic and LCA. Wasik waiting for the snap, takes it, looks right, cuts it up. He takes off and slides down the 48-yard line, and Sizemore came up to get him.
Yeah, that was a good job by Sizemore to avoid the contact there and it caused a penalty, Pretty good job.
So 3rd down and 6, a big 3rd down here for Lexington Catholic with 2:50 to play, Coach, in a 21-all game.
Yeah, this is big. They don't want to make a mistake here and give the Eagles an opportunity to get a long field goal out of it.
They're shaking the camera, Coach. The fans are. Give left side. And down to the first down. Good run by Jack Wedding.
He sure did.
6'1", 170 senior. Got the first down, Coach.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Sizemore,
he'd be gone.
He'd be gone. Nice job. Little misdirection again to try to confuse the linebackers.
To the 42 of Lexington Christian. 1st and 10. 2:19 to play. 21-21. Wasik gives around the right side. When he tripped up, that's a good play by Logan Mays.
Logan Mays has made some big ones.
He's a big kid. He is 6'6", senior, Coach, 6'6".
We've watched a whole lot of football teams, and if in a situation like that, I think they feel pretty good having Brady Wasik as quarterback because he's a real leader. He's not going to make a big mistake.
They're trying to at least get into field goal range. Wasik looking to pass and going to be sacked. Coming there to get him and making that play was Bodie Darland.
Yeah, Bodie came on the backside. It was a lookout block. He came in there full speed.
Logan May, but Bodie Darland made that play. Watch this.
Yeah, comes right from the backside. He got a block missed, and he just was on the quarterback.
Bodie Darland. Timeout on the field. 1:35 to play. 3rd down and long for the Knights.
3rd and 13's big. That timeout was probably called by Lexington Christian, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I think so, Coach. You know what? I hate to say it, but we could be looking at our first overtime game.
The way these teams are playing, you're absolutely right. But again, a long field goal. Both these teams have kickers. We've seen it.
Oh, yeah. We've seen Hester's a good kicker for Christian, and we know what White can do for Catholic. We saw him kick a 45-yarder that would have been good for about 55.
Yeah.
But he did miss a big one in this game, Coach.
He did.
Field goal and an extra point.
That might have made a difference. A lot of excitement out there. The cameras are shaking, the crowd's shaking. Big Joe Allen and Tori Bailey up there on top are just probably hard to keep their balance.
3rd and 20 for Catholic at their 47-yard line. Hester, triple receivers, out to the right for Wasik. He tucks it, comes back to the middle, down to the 44-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4th down and 11 for Wasik.
Got a punt.
4th down, and they stop the clock with another timeout. Timeout LCA, 1:27 to go.
Okay, so that's 2. I think they only have 1 left.
Yeah. 2nd timeout. The folks at Oktoberfest are enjoying this game over there, drinking their beverages and Watching the end of this game, it's 21-all with minute 27 to go in regulation. I'm Gary Ball with Mike Meehan, Coach Meehan, William Moorfield, the King of Stream, and John Neal back at WKYT. We're televising the games this year, Coach. We got a good one next week. It's Lafayette. We'll travel to East Jessamine.
Yeah, I'm really interested in watching Lafayette. You know, we like those coaches at those public schools and those teams. We just don't have an opportunity that often to do these games. So fourth and 11.
Rugby punter White is back to punt it.
Yeah, he's going to punt this thing. He's going to run a little ways and then punt it and let that ball roll.
Waiting for the snap. Basardi. And he runs left, punts it, and it goes down inside the 25-yard line.
That one's so good.
They're going to mark it out to 24. And that's where Lexington Christian will have it. You know, Hester is a fine kicker in his own right, the place kicker for Lexington Christian. So if he get it down, Coach, anywhere near the 20-yard line, he can kick a field goal for you.
I'm saying 25-yard line. I think he'd be pretty accurate. These teams have battled the whole game, Gary, and they've showed how equal they are in this rivalry. I mean, just amazing how these two teams, and in two different classes too.
Exactly, 2A Lexington Christian, 3A Catholic. They dropped down from 4A a couple years ago. Here's Nash Whalen at the 24-yard line. Throws it over the left side to Hood to the 30, and he knocked back and coming in to make sure it goes no further, Jack Wedding.
Yeah, Jack Wedding and Ben Schlarman again out there.
1:05 to go in regulation.
Yep, this is big time. I mean, they've got to take a chance here and try to get a deep one.
Second down, about 3. Whalen takes the snap, rolling right, pump fakes, and he just throws it away.
Right, smart. Right, that's smart. Don't make a mistake here with 48 seconds to go and try to fling one and have an interception.
There's Oakley Watkins looking at that playbook, Coach.
Well, he can look at it all he wants to, but Lexington Catholic's not going to give him an easy one. They're going to back up with 48 seconds. They're going to kind of back up and let the receivers catch the ball underneath them if they have to. They don't want to get beat deep. I'll say there's some tired young men out there right now.
Yeah, Preston Rogers is. He plays offensive line and defensive line. Whalen takes it, goes right, cuts it back, and hit hard, and dropped right there. Ledridge came in and hit him.
Ledridge tried to help
Bradford,
him up.
Ethan Bradford.
Wow. Yeah, that was definitely Bradford.
36 seconds. Back to pass. Whalen throws it deep downfield, and it's going to be caught at the 23-yard line. What a catch, Coach.
Yep, here we go. They're gonna spike the ball here. They're gonna spike the ball to stop the clock. 28 seconds and counting.
And Whalen will just spike it. Coach, 21 for Christian, made the catch. I think that's a backup player.
Oh, nice job, really.
Oh,
good
that's
job.
Burbridge.
Yeah, that's Burbridge.
Jeremiah Burbridge.
Made the big play there. Jeremiah Burbridge made the big play catching that ball.
He's got him in field goal range, Coach.
They stopped that clock too early, too. So there should have been a couple more seconds on there. Nice job. Good job of getting up and getting the ball.
Roof did a good job of bringing him down, but the damage was done. He caught the football. 23-yard line. Nash Whalen rolling to the left. Sets up. He throws it, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that could have been intercepted, too. Okay, Gary, I'm telling you what's important right now, and I'm not sure. How many timeouts do they have? Little sidearm throw there. If they have one timeout, they can set up for that field goal.
20 seconds to go. Football at the 22-yard line. From here, Coach, it'd be about a 40-yarder, right? 40, 41-yarder?
Yeah, but he needs to get probably another 5-6 yards for sure.
It's 3rd and 10. Whalen pump fakes, Goes right, throws it deep to the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown as it goes to Tyler King with 14 seconds to go in the ball game.
Tell me King hasn't had a great game. He has had a fantastic game. Didn't he have the long kickoff return setting up one of the touchdowns?
Tyler King has come to play, and so is Waylon.
Yeah, look at that throw by Waylon, right on the money.
The coverage wasn't very good for Catholic.
No, how you let somebody get by you on a deep pass like that, I don't know.
So they go up 27-21, Lexington Christian, after falling to Boyle County, Franklin County,
Cal.
and Cal.
Oh.
They play Catholic, and they have a 27-21 lead. They almost came back and beat Boyle County. They lost that one 28-21. Catholic is kind of stunned right now, Coach, because, you look at the quarterback, Waylon, he just fired it down under the King. That's a long pass and touchdown.
Yeah, that's a mistake that Catholic will have to live with.
Kick is up, and it's going to be good in the left side. 14 seconds to go. 28-21, Lexington Christian on a catch by King, a throw by Waylon. And, Coach?
I don't know what to say. I just say, what I just mentioned before that is let the receivers catch it underneath you, but don't let them beat you deep. And King's just beating deep.
Yeah, I agree with you, Coach. Defenders got to keep the receiver in front of him and don't let him get past you because, that's critical here late in the game. Give up the touchdown pass.
Was that Eric Smith? Was that 24?
Yeah.
Oh, he's had such a good game, too.
Yeah.
Just to have that happen.
So Christian, LCA 28, Lex Cath 21.
I'm looking at this roster, just glancing at the Lexington Catholic roster. Sophomore, junior. They're going to be loaded.
Yeah. Wasik, of course, is the senior coach, the quarterback, but
we'll see him play somewhere. He's a baseball player too, isn't he?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Gary, you're getting excited here.
No, I'm standing up, Coach, because my legs are getting sore. 28-21. Here's the kick. Taken at the 25. Gauntz run out of bounds at the...
What's that?
That's where Catholic will have it. Just 10 seconds to go.
Not much you can do here.
Hail Marys.
Hail Mary.
Hook and ladder.
Well, we saw that. Actually, we saw that a few years ago.
At Boyle County.
Yeah. Yeah, we got you got to take a chance on either a long completion and an interception, or long completion and an interference call, or push for a bunch of laterals down the field like some people do.
Yep.
Teams practice this though.
Harper splits way out to the left for Catholic. Here's back to pass, Brady Wasik. Throws it deep downfield, and it's going to be almost caught by Harper, and he calls no interference. He wanted interference, but no flag.
That's quite a throw, actually.
Sure was.
In fact, he might have been pushed a little bit by that receiver that was trailing.
Pass was right on the money.
Yeah, pushed by that defensive back.
3 seconds. This may be the last play of this ball game, and it's been a great one, Coach.
Oh, no kidding. It's been a super game.
Catholic led 21-14, and then storming back LCA. They lead at 28-21. It's the last play of the football game. And time called.
Time called by Lexington Catholic. They took a look at the defense, and they have one gasp, one thing remaining. I've seen games like this won in 3 seconds.
Yeah, we all have. Remember the Bluegrass Miracle?
Yeah, I do remember the Bluegrass Miracle. There was a college game. Was it Cal that did the laterals all down the field, ran over the band.
Yes, it was, Cal.
That's a legendary game.
Sure was.
This is fun. You know, the team that loses this game, and it looks like it probably will be Lexington Catholic, they don't have anything to be ashamed about. I mean, they have played hard, and you're playing at your rival's home field. That makes a big difference in these games too.
Catholic coming off a big win over Great Crossing.
All right, they're going to spread the field. They're going to run four deep. LCA's rushing 4 only.
High snap to Wasik. And it hits the receiver, Harper, on the shoulder pad. Incomplete. And here we go. And Lexington Christian beats Lexington Catholic 28-21. It's a final, Coach. On the last play, they were trying to hook and ladder.
Yes, they were. I was waiting for you to say that. That's exactly what they were trying to do. They're going to do the hook and ladder on the side there.
And now they go after the fans as some of the players from Lexington Christian. Emotions are overrunning. Now the coaches get them back and tell them to calm down. That was a good win for Lexington Christian, 28-21. Lexington Christian wins it.
Hey, can we see that final play again, William, if possible?
We want to look
at
the
final play.
Final play, and then
3
we'll
seconds.
Wrap it up here tonight at Lexington Christian.
I want to see it because Gary and I think they were trying to set up a hook and lateral.
It hit Harper.
Yeah, exactly. Boyle County.
So the players just head to their
LCA's lining up to shake hands.
They wanted to shake hands. And Catholic's going off.
They're off the field.
So.
All right, let's.
So it's a final, 28-21. LCA wins it over to Lexington Catholic. Final score, and the final play was Whalen firing way down to Tyler King in the end zone, Coach.
Absolutely. Just a bomb that the receiver beat the man deep on the sideline, and, you know, that's just one of those things that happen. This has been a tremendous football game.
We'll step out for this final break here. We'll come back, 28-21 LCA. We'll be back here at LCA after this time out on the Minky Beef Jerky UK Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
All right, got a break.
Lexington Christian comes from behind, wins at 28-21 over Lexington Catholic. Big win for LCA. They play Webb Du Bois next week, and Lexington Catholic will have Garrett County. Our game of the week next week will be Lafayette at East Jessamine over Nicholasville, Coach. What a game here tonight.
Extremely good football game, well fought. You know, big plays, big defensive stops, good kicking game, a good kickoff return that set up a touchdown. A couple superstars on both teams.
There sure are. And the final, we want to thank all the folks that made this possible. The King of Stream, William Warfield, Joe Allen, Tori Bailey, and John Neal back at WKYT. Final score, LCA over Lexington Catholic, 28-21. Come from behind fashion from LCA. Gary Ball, so long for the game of the week.
All right, John, we're at. All right.